definitely could.
My shit's silly putty now.
Yeah, you got a smooth brain.
Okay, smooth brain. I think someone was like, your brain bouncing around. Or not, what was it? It was a soft brain, I think. I forgot what it was. Every brain's soft, but like, nah. My shit fluffy. It ain't nothing. There ain't no gray matter left in that shit.
Better than brain worms.
Oh, well, nah, I don't got brain worms. I'm just actively choosing to remove all of the. Well, it's not always a choice. Sometimes I just be smooth forgetting.
Yeah, you definitely got some of that COVID fog along with a lifetime of marijuana
But yeah,
use fog.
both of those. But I think the weird thing with like the COVID fog or the brain fog for me is like it's usually when I have to think of something in the moment, which is exactly what that scenario we were describing is. Like when someone said, "Yo, you remember that scene where someone saw?" It's like when you're asking me to recall it right in the moment, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. It already was even before COVID, but now it's just like, okay. Like if I didn't practice for this or plan for this, at least in my head once, it's like you know what I mean. I'm gonna struggle. Like if you like say if I'm on a work call or something and somebody asks me a question about something I said, if this is not ain't something I anticipated already, I'm gonna be like, I gotta buy time. Which I
Yeah,
mean, it is what it is.
that's
You know,
crazy.
it's really not that noticeable. It's just there's certain times where like I can tell because like I'll be like looking for it, and I'm just like, nah, I'm just taking normal. I'm just taking longer than I normally do. Like it don't take me this long, but I know why it takes me this long.
That's it's one thing I've noticed about getting older. I've actually been able to witness my mental capacities declining, and I don't like it.
Oh yeah. I know I hate that.
Like good at math. Like I used to be really, really good at math to the point where like I could do math in my head, and I'm not talking like 9 times 9. I'm talking like 343 times 97 or 732 times 145. I used to be able to do shit like that in my head, and it wasn't even that long ago. It was like maybe 5 years ago where I could do this, and now I could barely answer fucking 45 times 22.
45 times 22. Sheesh. Hold on. Let me freak it real quick. That's 45 times 20 is 900 plus the 2. That's 990. That's light, right? Let's see. 45 times 22 is 990. Yeah, see, look.
See,
Still got it.
that was an easy one though.
But the difference is, though, math, especially like algebra 1, like up until algebra 1, that was easy. That shit was light to me. I took pre-calc. And it wasn't until we got to trig where I felt like anything in math was hard. Like some people got to algebra 2 and were like, yo, this shit
You
sucks,
took
bro. Like you said what?
trigonometry. You took trigonometry after pre-calc.
So I never took the way our curriculum worked in high school, we didn't have a trig class. Our pre-calc class was trig.
It
It was
included
like
trig in
trig
it.
and then pre-calculus. Yeah.
Okay.
So it was
Yeah,
like I never took a separate class for it.
my school pre-calc was its own thing. It was its own class,
I can
and
see
then
why. Because you need
yeah,
the
because
trig
it's
as the
enough.
foundation.
Yeah, yeah. But no, I used to be able to calculate numbers in my head in seconds, and now like I
Sorry, go ahead.
really, how you write some stuff out on paper. I be doing that, but in my head, I just be
Mhm.
visualizing. All right, 2 times 2 carry the 1. I used to just come up with a number on the spot. It's like, damn, just 5 years, and now I can't even do shit I was doing 5 years ago.
That's not entirely age. I think age obviously plays a factor in it, but I think some of that is probably just familiarity. You're just not doing it anymore. You know what I mean? Like there's no need for it because you have a calculator app. You got all these things that aid you in that. Which actually to me is a really good transition into an article I read. This isn't on the agenda, but I just thought about this. It was an article I read where they were talking about people's memories and how like people who take pictures and all that type of shit at concerts, they remember the event differently. You get what I'm saying? Like because they
Hmm.
weren't actively there participating in it. So to me, I feel like there might be an overlap with some of these things where it's like we kind of lose something when we rely on the phone to remember. We rely on the phone to capture. We rely on the phone to calculate it. And so
Yeah,
we lose something in that process. Like, yeah, I know how to do it, But then let me ask you, oh, what's 12 times 13?
But why would I?
Instinctively, you'll just be like, bro, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when you can figure that out in your head, it's not that hard. But like, instinctively, you just be like, bro, why can't I use a calculator? But it was interesting because I felt like that article was an interesting article, but I think they limited it to like people who like record concerts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, I felt like y'all would have been a lot better off with like the totality of it, right? Because like think about how many people use their phone to catalog passwords and shit like that, right? Like catalog shopping list, the catalog this, the catalog that. I think there is something that's lost when you're relying on the phone to do it all. Because again, you take away that phone, it's hard for niggas to manage that in their own brain, which in my opinion was always true, but people just dealt with it because they didn't have another option.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Before phones could write all this down, people just made lists of everything and they wrote everything. They had a million post-it notes on their laptop or something. Some people still have that. But it's just like, I think, to me, I think it, I don't know. I think it's like a bit overblown at the same time because I think, you know, we've always outsourced these type of things. You know, a calculator is outsourcing the
I mean,
math.
think about it though. If you're writing stuff down, you're retaining a little bit more of that information when you're physically writing it down because it takes longer than just
Yeah, yeah,
pulling some shit
yeah.
up on your phone. So
I
even
believe
back
that.
then,
Yeah, I definitely would believe that because I think there's a longer thought process when you have to write as well. Because
oh
you have
yeah,
to think of the entire word, the entire letter. You have to think of like sometimes you'll even say the sentence to
you got.
yourself a few times over again just to make sure it makes
I
sense.
think
Yeah, you gotta be like super intentional with it. So I don't know, but I just thought that was interesting because I do think we're gonna see a lot like later on where it's just like there's a lot of downsides to the things we do on a daily basis, and I don't think that people fully care, honestly.
yeah, no, I don't think people give a shit. I think we're at a point in society now and in our technological growth where we're just accept it.
100%. Um, and it's actually funny because this is a really good transition into um, Facebook giving a police department access to messages for an abortion case.
Oh yeah, that's insane.
Like, and I
That's
think that's the perfect example. Like, well, for one, I haven't used Facebook in a minute, but I think it's like it's this is just one of those things where it's just like, dog, listen, this has to show y'all niggas exactly how this shit go. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount of data that they have on y'all. Um, because my whole thing is the one big thing is like think about it. So this is a woman in
the police
Nebraska.
had to like get a subpoena for that
Well,
because
so
they were messaging like about the abortion, and there's no way Facebook just willingly gave that up to them.
yeah, yeah. So let's start from the jump, right? So it was a woman from Nebraska and her mother, 18-year-old girl. They were facing charges, da da da. So they began investigating her, following concerns that she had prematurely delivered a stillborn fetus. Right. So after the two were initially, well, first off, I'm like,
No, wait, it's not even an abortion. It was a stillborn. Fucking.
well, hold
Oh
on, we'll
man.
get there. So after the two were initially charged, they continued to investigate and obtained Facebook messages, da da da. So now let's see how they got the messages, right? This case began before they overturned Roe versus Wade, but it's still, you know, an issue of digital privacy and all
Yeah.
that. So what ended up happening, she was 17 at the time of the incident. She initially told them, hold on, give me 1 second. Initially told them that she had unexpectedly miscarried a stillborn fetus and that her and her mother buried the fetus, right? So then when she was interviewed by a police detective, she scrolled through her messages on Facebook Messenger in an attempt to surface the date of her miscarriage, which led them to believe that there might be more messages with specifics
Oh my
about the
god.
case and seek a court a search warrant. Now, granted, that's all it took. That's all it fucking took, right? And so, of course, they seek the search warrant. Facebook turned over the result of the search warrants within 2 days. They provided about 250 megabytes of data related to her account, more than 50 megabytes of data about her account, such as account info, images, audio, visual records, messages, and other data. The data included direct message exchange between her and hold on, Celeste. Who is Celeste? Celeste is the girl. Who is Jessica? Her mother is Jessica. Okay, gotcha. I don't know why
I was
they
about to
just
say
switched.
it's only 2 people.
Yeah, but they just switched to names in the middle of this article. I don't understand
That's
why.
yeah, that's weird.
But so basically they was saying like the data included direct message DMs between them, that suggested they received pills and made plans for how to use them and what to do with quote the evidence. Uh, so the weird part is a guy from Meta, obviously the Facebook. I'm not gonna say fucking Meta. I told you that. The guy from Meta, their spokesperson, or Facebook, their spokesperson said nothing in the valid warrants we received prior to the Supreme Court decision mentioned abortion. And it's just like, what are y'all talking about? Right? And then so they said the court documents indicate that police were at the time investigating the illegal burning and burial of a stillborn infant. The warrants were accompanied by non-disclosure orders, which prevented us from sharing information about them. The orders have now been lifted. But my whole point is, bro, why would the burial of a stillborn infant be a crime?
That's
Unless
what I
there was
say.
an
It was
abortion aspect to
stillborn.
it. Oh
It's
yeah, unless there
dead.
was an abortion aspect to this. I don't understand what y'all talking about. The baby dead. Baby been dead. Like I don't. It don't matter where I put that nigga. But yeah, so this is just another like Nebraska prohibits abortions after 20 weeks, right? And she was about 28 weeks when her pregnancy ended. Now, granted, listen, I understand. I get the whole point. People make these arguments about, oh, you 7 months
It
along, that was a
still
real
wasn't even
baby.
abortion. It
Listen,
was
I tell people all the time, bro, listen, if your due date is today and you decide you don't want that baby, bro, it is what it is. I just don't understand forcing someone to have a child they don't want. And they're like, well, it's not forcing. No one forced you to have sex, but you forced me to keep the baby. What are you talking about? Yes, you are. You're forcing. You didn't force me to have sex. You're right. You didn't force me to have unprotected sex. You're right. You didn't force me to go 8, 7, 6, 9 months carrying the child. You didn't force me to do none of that. But you know what you're forcing me to do? To deliver the child. That's a force. Like, why are we pretending that's not what's happening here? Like, you are forcing people to carry these children to term when it's like they listen. My whole point is, I don't care when
that's
someone
just gonna
decides that.
cause more problems down the line because if I don't want this kid, either a few things are gonna happen. It's gonna end up in fucking foster care, or it's gonna end up abused and grow up fucked up and just commit crime and any number of things that happen. It could also grow up to be an outstanding member of society, but more than likely, if a child is unwanted and is abused, and it's gonna grow up to be a productive member of society.
Well, great. That's what they're telling us. That's literally what they're telling us. Good. I don't want a productive member of society because he might do something about this. I would
Literally,
rather you have this shitty child under a shitty circumstance with all the shit surrounds it, so that way they can get fed into one of our systems for grinding you niggas into the dust. Like, and that's what people are failing to realize. Like, they keep doing this whole thing where they want to lower the birth rate because they want more white kids and they're afraid. They're not afraid of that. They understand that there's no stopping that. They understand that there aren't enough people having babies, period. But they need a consistent stream of children. And think about it. You can't convince
yeah.
them to do it with giving them more money because that would cost us. I don't want to pay for it. I don't want to change the law to make you have the kid under the same. Because think about it. Look at the world around you. People are looking at the world, seeing what's going on. They 2 people have to work 40 hours a week and they still can't make it. They're deciding not to have children, right?
Hmm.
But like, you think about it. Without changing the material of the world, how do I force y'all to have kids? You're not going to, unless I just make it so y'all can't abort. Listen, we need enslaved folks. We need prisoners to make
We
Walmart some
need
couches.
dregs in society.
Yeah, listen, I need imprisoned folks to make Wendy's fucking straws. I need them. Otherwise, what? Is Wendy's gonna pay somebody to actually make their straws? Pay them a real livable wage? No fucking way.
No, you sound insane. Fuck out of here.
And so that's what this abortion thing is
Should
really
beat your ass
about.
for saying that.
It ain't about Christ. It ain't about morality. It ain't about none of that shit, dog. It's just about having enough pieces to feed the system. That's all this is about. It's the same reason why they did the shit where they lift the mandates and all the shit going on with the pandemics, because I need enough people to feed the system. The moment the system stopped working for a little bit, there was partial shutdowns, and some of these businesses never recovered because 1 week of no checks is a death knell.
Yeah,
1
literally.
month of no checks is death. Dog, that's unbelievable. You are a $1 billion company. You tell me 1 week of no extra money coming in and you have nothing? 2 weeks, nothing? You're done for? All right, I get it. So this whole shit is consistent on consistency, and y'all keep coming, keep showing up. So that's what the whole abortion thing is about. It don't got nothing to do with none of that bullshit. That's why I'm like, bro, whenever they start doing a morality argument, I'm like, bro, you gonna get real mad when you do this, because I'm gonna say, fuck all of that. I'm gonna tell you your God is a bitch. I'm gonna tell you a lot of nasty shit, because I know this ain't about God. This ain't about God at all. So if you gonna bring your fake God into it, I'm gonna disrespect him, whole ass nigga. Like, like now what? Now what we doing? But yeah, this is wild, yo. Definitely get off Facebook, because I mean this is nuts, and clearly they cooperating with the feds. Like,
I haven't used yours.
oh yeah, me neither, me neither.
I don't even have a Facebook. I deleted mine years ago. I haven't had a Facebook in like fucking 6-7 years probably.
I still have mine, but it's like people wouldn't be able to get no information off of it, because like I haven't posted in like 7 years or 6
You
years.
say
So
that, but just having it on your phone, that's where the data at.
I don't have Facebook on my phone. What do you mean? It's like
Oh,
an
you
app?
just use that? Yeah, you know the
Oh,
Facebook app.
nigga, hell no. A Facebook app? I didn't even know. Well, I knew there was one, but no, I've never used that thing a day in my life. That's like when y'all send Facebook videos and I see that the source is Facebook, I don't click them. Like, I don't even bother.
I mean, but at the same time, you got IG on your phone, so I mean,
Oh yeah, I know they're owned by the same people. Yeah, I get that.
yeah.
IG's next though. IG's
Even
next though. I
I've
ain't gonna
been
hold you.
resigned to the fact that that's just well,
Yeah, I use IG. Hey, look, they go through our group chat, man. It's a wrap.
yeah. I definitely be talking spicy
It's a wrap. They gonna
constantly.
put me. They gonna put me. Man, they gonna put me in Dante's Inferno, nigga. So
Under hell.
yeah. Nah, they put me in the 12th circle of hell, nigga. What else we got? What else we got? Okay, so we were gonna start with the Trader Joe's hub, but we started with some brain fog. But I guess now is the perfect time to talk about the Trader Joe's hub. So for those who don't know, right, and have no idea what I'm talking about, Trader Joe's hub, what does that mean? There was a tweet from some annoying white woman who pretty much made a tweet saying, "I got my second grade teacher's assignment."
Usually where they
What'd you say? Oh, usually where they come.
that's usually
Yeah.
where they come from.
So she got her second grade teacher's assignment and immediately went to go look up her teacher's social media pages. Now, I mean, come on now. This is already a bad start. But okay. So here's the three things she found from looking at her son's second grade teacher's social media pages. One, it's her first year teaching. Okay. Now, why you thought that was relevant to us is strange, but okay. Two, she has a video where she and her friend call
Yeah, somebody.
themselves. Hold on. Two, she has a video where she and her friend call themselves Trader Joe's hoes. Three, she spells makes like making something MAXE.
Okay, that's grounds for dismissal right
Yeah,
there.
now the third
I
one was
don't
a
care
little
about.
silly. That
Yeah, I
third
don't
one
care
was
about
really
nothing else,
silly.
but yeah.
But I'm just confused. I'm confused about these first two parts specifically. Like the third one, I mean, I think that's like jokey. Not like she didn't mean it as a joke, but I'm saying like I wouldn't care if my teacher was misspelling at home if they come into class and you know what I'm saying, because most of those misspellings are intentional, in my opinion. And I think MAXE is an
Yeah, no,
intentional
it's
misspelling
literally.
of makes, nigga. Like there's no
Yeah, that's
no
definitely
one thinks
intentional.
that's really how makes is spelled.
When you were saying misspell, I thought it was gonna be MAKEZ, but nah, she.
MAXE is actually hilarious. Makes, that's a hilarious way to say that. I've never thought of that. But the Trader Joe's hose part was weird because it's just like, first off, this is a fucking joke. It's a joke, bro. Like, what do you think?
It just mean
What
no.
do you think's happening? Yeah, you think I'm selling pussy at Trader Joe's? Like, how do you think this works? You think I walk into Trader Joe's, I go into the back, and it's a whole racket we got going on? Or we just selling coochie when I'm off from work? Like, is that how this works in your head? You silly nigga, you. Like,
Silly white woman, you.
yeah, like I didn't know. Nigga is look,
No,
you a
I know.
silly
I'm the
nigga.
main one to be saying nigga is gender, race neutral. Yeah,
He
but
said,
no,
but we gotta
this is
specify this time around.
this the only type of person that would have this type of complaint is a white woman nigga.
Yeah, white woman. Yeah, but so the first year teaching thing is also nutty because it's like, bro, did you forget teachers are like 21 years old? Did you forget that? Like, I feel like people sometimes honestly forget some of the most basic tenets of like humanity. Like, it's a second grade, bro. First off, let's back up. Your son's in second grade. No disrespect. What the fuck is he learning? Seriously. Why do you think you need master's degree ass niggas to teach a second grader, dog? Come on, bro. He ain't learning much.
Nigga, a high school student could teach a second grader.
That's what I'm saying. And no disrespect to second grade teachers. I'm sure y'all go hard, y'all work hard, y'all bust y'all ass. Shout out to y'all, man. Teachers make the world go around. But at the same time, dog, second graders. I know it ain't that much in there. I know it ain't that much in there. So
Now,
like this is
fifth
her
grade, that's when we start getting into territory where niggas might not know some shit.
because because I gotta teach y'all history and I gotta make history relatable. A second grade, dog, man. Listen, I'm basically keeping y'all niggas entertained with some learning and mixed in there. Like that's essentially what this is. And then I don't know. And the part that's just weird to me is just like I don't even know why you see your child's teacher as an adversary. Well, I know why because because you idiots fell for all this Fox News bullshit about teachers grooming kids, and so now y'all all want to pretend like y'all care about y'all kids and y'all want to look into y'all teachers. And think about it. You get parents who will do all of this shit. They'll dig into their teachers' social media pages and still won't show up to them parent-teacher conferences. So what the fuck is the point? What's the point? Fake ass niggas.
I just saw.
That's what I'm saying. Like Trader Joe's hoes. What does that really mean to you, bro? I'm not selling coochie in the back room of Trader Joe's. That's not how this works.
Okay, so get to the juicy bits. Did somehow this get the teacher fired, or were they just roasting this white woman?
No, they were just cooking this white woman. They made her
Okay,
delete the
good.
tweet and everything. But
All right,
what I
perfect. Yeah,
wanted to
that's what I
ask,
wanted.
though is what, right? Put yourself in the shoes of a parent. What could a teacher post that would be disqualifying? And now there's obvious ones here, but I want you to dig deep in that bag, right? Like obviously you could just say like, oh, if they were just wild racists, yeah, of course.
Yeah, obviously that's boring. That's an obvious one.
Right. So what's some shit that if you found out the teacher was doing, you get them out of there?
That they be playing J. Cole in the classroom. I just can't have my children around that type of negativity.
The teacher's playing J. Cole in the second grade classroom. You nigga, you. Nigga, you.
No, I'm just talking about in general, not second grade. I can't have teachers playing J. Cole around my kids, yeah. That's abuse. That's like, you know how parents be
I
talking
got one.
about, oh, it's so difficult having a kid, and they be like drugging their kids to put them to sleep. Like they drugging my kids in school.
You trying to keep my child docile by playing this J. Cole.
They got the J. Cole in the water system.
Yo, who put this Matic in the water system?
You turn on the water fountain, you just
Sometimes I brag like Hov.
Cole heating up like some leftover lasagna.
It's so big, it's like a foot is in your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. But nah, mine would be if I had a teacher who, right, because teachers drive to school typically. If my child's teacher listened to the Breakfast Club more than once a week, no, at all, nah, I want you out of here. I want you fired.
Yeah.
Ain't no chatty patty ass teacher gonna be raising my kids, yo. Get out of here. Or Shade Room. If you following any of them pages, either you out of here. You cooked. You cooked. My teacher better not be on Spiritual Word in the comments, yo. No fucking way.
I mean, I follow them pages, but it's mostly for like a study type deal. So they just can't be in the pages like
They can't be
thoughts.
fans.
They
Yeah,
can't be
like,
thoughts.
thoughts. What else? What else? My child teacher. I'm trying to think. Cause you know what's funny? Like when niggas always do that teacher and they talk about like kids teachers, they always paint them as like the blue hair, non-binary, and I'm like, bro, show of hands, where are these fucking teachers at? These don't be like these are a few people.
These are just people you see online, and you're just like,
that you don't
well,
like.
this is a fake scenario. I don't want my kids to be in here.
Yeah, I don't like people who look and dress like this and act like this. So I'm just gonna pretend that they're teaching my kids. Like, bro, there are not that many blue-haired, non-binary teachers in America, bro. It's probably like 18 of them. The rest of them got green hair or something, a different color. But it just be killing me, like when it's just like it's a stereotype of a teacher, and it's just like, bro, do y'all understand teaching as a profession, bro? Like, I mean, come on, man. Like, who willingly signs up for this, knowing that, you know what I mean, knowing how difficult all of this shit is? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like y'all think people do this just because groom some kid, bro. They do it because they love this shit. That's the only reason you ever would do it, because you're not getting paid for it.
There ain't no benefits. There ain't no pay. You just love kids.
Yeah, or I want kids or a future and da-da-da and all of that. And I'm just like, bro, listen, these teachers spend more time with y'all kids than y'all do. And y'all got the nerve to see them as adversaries. And it's nuts to me.
It's just, this country is done for. It's just these Fox News people. That's it. It's just internet chat rooms, Facebook, and Fox News.
Just Twitter chatter, nigga. Like, just a bunch of niggas just really like, and again, like
I can't even say Twitter, because Twitter is usually like, there's like gay son, thought daughter.
Yes. Well,
but like the Facebook shit or the Fox News shit and the blue-haired woman shit, that's all a specific demographic. Those be the main people that have
that blue hair shit is Twitter though, for sure.
Have issues. You think so?
Yeah, the blue hair thing is 100% Twitter. I don't think I've seen anything like that on Fox News specifically. That's a Twitter thing.
Well, no. When I say Fox News, I don't mean specifically Fox News. I mean that demographic.
I mean that the sphere, yeah. But what I'm
like,
saying,
whenever people talk about, oh, look at this blue-haired feminist, it's usually like 4chan and Reddit, which is in the same sphere as Fox News.
But Fox News is like a legacy media. 4chan, Reddit, and Twitter are not legacy media to me.
No, you're not getting me. I'm talking about the same type of people. Like the right older people, but they still believe the same things.
Yeah,
the niggas to be on 4chan and Reddit, it's not older people, it's definitely younger people, but it's still the same demographic. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah, I agree. But that's what I was saying. I think the Twitter is more impactful, because think about it. When we talk about kids in school, we're not talking about 60-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about 55-year-olds. We're probably talking about 30s. We're talking about late 20s. We're talking about maybe early 40s. Those people are on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? They're on Facebook. They're on these social media platforms. So those are the people who are seeing that blue hair bullshit. Those are the people who are seeing the groomer bullshit. Like, it's not necessarily Fox News that's informing them, even though these same ideals are coming from that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just like they're not getting that directly from the source. So they're not getting that same indoctrination. They're getting something worse, in my opinion.
I guess it's just, since I don't see it on Twitter, it's not, whenever I'm on Twitter, I be seeing Black Twitter issues, gay son, thought daughter. How much do you charge? How much do you pay on the first date? Should we split the rent? That's what I equate Twitter to. All this other stuff is news, 4chan, stuff like that.
Yeah. Black people, for the most part, don't really be caring about that shit. Like, they are not even don't be caring. Like, they're just not gonna go on their social media platforms and argue about it. Like,
yeah, that's why I said I don't equate this stuff with Twitter, because I don't be seeing it.
Yeah, no, I mean, and it's like, to me, it's like a lot of stuff that you see there when it comes to them social issues. Like, I literally seen a video of this white woman who was saying like, "Oh, I used to be a feminist, and feminism is a scam."
Oh yeah,
I was a blue-haired feminist. Yeah, and da. And I was just like, bro, like, and literally, like, the tweet that was replying to it. Yeah, exactly. I retweeted, so you probably saw it today from me. But it was like, niggas is just like, this is what happens when you get your beliefs from Tumblr infographics and Netflix originals and don't actually fucking read anything. like because it's all the points she made were dubs. They were just absolute dubs. Like, and I was just like, sis, like, y'all don't be knowing shit. Y'all really don't be knowing shit. Like, and it's crazy how, and it's not like people always pin it on TikTok for misinformation. And I'm just like, bro, before TikTok, Facebook was the king of misinformation. Before that, Reddit was the, you know what I mean? There's all these, everything is misinformation. That's the name of the game, grifting. I can't grift without giving you the wrong information to charge you up to support my bullshit, right? Because how else do I explain it? Like, perfect example is you get these dudes who prey on these lonely niggas. Like, how else can I prey on y'all without charging y'all up, turning y'all up, uniting y'all against a common enemy? Yeah, it's them, it's the women, it's the ladies, da-da-da. All right, now listen, so I got this class I'm selling, right? Boom. I'm gonna teach you how to interact with the ladies, get your money up, and do all of that at the same time. My class is $150, but like it's totally worth it, you feel me? And it's like people just don't understand the grip, and it's just because I remember seeing something like that. Like another woman said, like modern feminism has done nothing for women, da da da. And I was just like, do y'all I feel like what happens is movements get co-opted by white folks, and then y'all lose sight of the fact that we created these movements. So then y'all get up here and say stupid shit like these movements have done nothing for us when we made the movements in the first place. How could they have done nothing for it? Why would we have done that then? Why did we fight for the right to get? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, dog, feminism didn't start with white
A lot
women.
of people don't know the movements come for us. It just they see that they see the bullshit that goes online, and then it's like, oh, this is ass. And
yeah,
then
100%. They do research, so they're just like, oh, well, shit, yeah, nah, that's whack. But my problem is, pick any movement in American history. There were niggas there every time, every single time. Like, and so that's the part where it's just like, y'all have to stop believing white women came up with feminism. Y'all have to let that go. You know they didn't do that. What have white women done besides? You know what? Let me chill out. let me relax. Let me not go that route. Okay.
But you're about to cut off 0.05% of our viewers.
No, not even that. I'm worried about ad disapproved shocking content. But
it's shocking content to say white women haven't done nothing for movement.
Maybe because we've been saying nigga for a while. They ain't care about that. So I don't know what it is lately that we've been saying that's making them decide. Maybe it's F's, right? Maybe it's F's. Like they cool with shit, but when you throw the F word out, they just like, nah, yo, you bugging out. I don't know what it is. But anyway, back to my point. My point is
maybe we need to go back to instead of talking about bodily harm, we need to start getting less descriptive. Because we were doing that at one point where we would say shit like unalive or
oh yeah, and then we got real cozy and started talking about. Well, nah, we was talking about putting niggas on a rotisserie. I feel like that's not the same.
That's not saying that you're gonna K-word somebody.
I mean, it's the definition of K-wording someone, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, bro, you don't put them on a spigot and then what? You just
getting cozy.
Yeah, we being comfortable. Yo, never get too comfortable.
Listen, if you put somebody on a rotisserie, what you think about chicken? You tricking the boss. You tricking the boss.
Delicious, right? Think
exactly. So yeah, we definitely about to flambe some niggas put on the rotisserie.
And then so that's my whole thing where it's just like, bro, people fail to realize like these social movements almost never, no, I'm not even gonna say almost never spawn from white people. What would they need to lead a social movement for? Explain it to me. What would they need to lead one for? You get what I'm saying? Like
they got everything already.
There's injustices that happen to white people, but they wouldn't need a full social movement for it. Or even if they did, guess what? They wouldn't lead it because our problems and your problems are not, they're similar, but they're not the same.
Even if there was a social justice issue, they wouldn't need a movement because it would get solved in 2.3 seconds. Unless it was affecting a specific demographic of poor.
Yeah, well, yeah, there you go.
White people.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, well, that's what we have. Well, police brutality is exactly that. White people are the most highly abused race. Now, obviously, it's because they have the highest numbers. Like
that's we talk per capita, yeah.
Yeah, if we talk per capita, it's not them. But what I'm saying is, it's more y'all getting brutalized every year just on sheer number than it is us, and y'all don't care because there's a trade-off here.
The only time they bring up police brutality against black people is when they decide to say, "Oh, well, white people get abused by police more." It's more of y'all, of course.
It's like, we'll help them.
No, I don't want to help them. I just want y'all to see that y'all not the only ones. Or it's like the slavery argument. It's like, well, the Romans had slaves. White people were in slavery too.
And they, okay, how did the Roman Empire end? Like, what? part of this are you missing, dog?
I just want you niggas to understand that the shit y'all be saying is not the gotcha that y'all think it is. It's
It
not
never
gonna.
is.
It's
It
not.
never
It's not.
is. And I think that's one thing being online enough taught me to realize is that hypocrisy cannot work as a gotcha. It cannot, because these people are well aware that they're hypocrites. They don't care. It's just a matter of, listen,
Exactly.
I can move how I want. You can't. Think about it, that's the whole point of racism. These white folks can get access to all these resources and all of that, and you can't. Why? Because I said so. That's why. That's it. It's
That's why I
pure
don't argue
hypocrisy.
with people. Like, more power to everybody that's like, oh, I want to educate these people,
Yeah,
because
no,
there's
no.
genuinely some people that are
Just
misinformed, and
ignorant.
maybe
Yeah.
you're the one that
Mm-hmm.
people that are ignorant and that are evil and willfully ignorant. So I'm not gonna go back and forth
Yeah,
with
no.
nobody. What do I care if it's one more dumb racist nigga walking around? You're not affecting the hundreds of thousands, millions.
And plus, in a lot of cases, and you see this with any issue, not even just social issues. You can see this with money, financial issue. It pick a topic. Some people don't want what you're offering. They just don't want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're offering them knowledge, or you're offering them something, right? They don't want it, because think about it. There's so many people. Perfect example is consent. That's a huge one, right? I remember people being mad at the idea of hearing that, like once they described what consent is in certain scenarios, people were like, wait, hold on. So that means, and then that made them
I might
mad.
have possibly.
Yeah, exactly. And that made them mad. Right. So now some people, now mind you, I was a nigga who I said that, I heard that, and I was like, oh. And I said the same thing in my head, and I was like, oh shit. Nah, I gotta change the way I move. Like right now. Like, cause I know it wasn't that, but I understand how it could easily be
Hmm.
construed as that. Right. Meanwhile, you get some people who they hear that, and they, as soon as they start getting close to that realization, it's fight back mode. It's instantly, you gotta fight for yourself.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's
nope.
exactly. It's
No,
anger.
no
No,
way.
ain't no way. No,
Yeah, no
no.
way. I'm not that type of dude. I'm like, bro, you don't gotta be that type of dude to coerce people. People fail to realize, like, coercion is like, you don't gotta be no sick nigga to coerce somebody. You do it all the time. Everyday people coerce people just to get something from them. It don't even gotta be like I'm scamming you. It's just like, all right, I'm gonna try to guilt you. Because think about it, if I use guilt to get something from you, that's coercion, right? Like there's a million different ways to coerce somebody, and it's like
Yeah,
people think it's all just like gunpoint. Give me that, nigga. Give me that, nigga. Like, no, it's a threat, nigga. I'm using the guilt as a threat. I'm threatening you with a lot of these other things, and it's like people fail to realize, like, I'm appealing. It's like manipulation. It's like that's a normal thing. We've normalized a lot of that manipulation and shit to the point to where, again, it's so normal that you can describe what consent is, and 80% of people in a room can say, "Wait a minute." You know what I'm saying? And at least think of one example where technically I didn't get consent. Right? So now that doesn't necessarily mean it is what it is, but it do mean that,
yeah.
hey, if that's where she wanted to take it, she'd have an argument. And so,
You want to hear something funny about what we're talking about now?
yeah, go ahead.
I
Well, I'm not
saw
sure what's hilarious about consent, but yeah, go ahead.
well, that was what I was say. I saw a comedian make a joke about this. He was talking about Dikembe Mutombo, the basketball player.
Hmm.
Um, he was
I met him
well
in real
known.
life, by the way.
Really
Hmm. He's gigantic.
interesting, and that. Oh no, I know. Look at that nigga. You can tell by TV. Like there's some niggas on TV that
That
look
nigga
small,
hands were like
but
the
that
size
nigga.
of like that nigga's hands is like the size of somebody's foot. It was unbelievable.
Oh no, I believe it. That nigga's like what, 7 foot something?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know his height, but
Yeah,
his
he's
hands are just
huge.
gigantic. That was the one thing I remember. Like this nigga's hand, like he could palm your computer monitor screen.
Oh my
Like,
god, that's freakishly huge.
yeah.
But back to saying, comedian time what we're talking about consent, but in Dikembe Mutombo in his prime, there are a bunch of people that were close to him, and some people that weren't even close to him, that said he would just go into bars and say, "Who wants sex with Mutombo?" And then women would just be like, "Me," and then he would just walk out with them. And if you think about it, back in the time when he was playing, that is the most stellar form of consent. You're in a crowded bar full of people, and you ask the whole crowd, not even just one person, who trying to fuck, and then you see a person raise their hand, and you walk out.
Yeah,
That is like the ultimate form of consent right there.
yeah. I mean, and think about it, like because especially like when we talk about high school and college, because that was my freshman orientation where they did that, and niggas was uncomfortable, right? But then think about it. Think about how many. If you're 18, you're 18, maybe 19 at best, right? And you're hearing this for the first time, you're gonna start looking back and realizing, damn, you know how many women I gave alcohol to, hoping I can get some coochie from. You know what I'm saying? You know how many women I got high, hoping I can get some butt from. You know how many, and like niggas will process that and like, nah, that can't be me though. Nah, I'm not. Like, and again, it's the need to think that we're all great people. We're
Yeah,
already all at the finish line, right? Like we've
nigga, the
already done.
entire world is black and white.
Yeah,
I
we've
mean, not
already
black and white.
done.
The entire world is gray, not black and white. So
Yeah,
you don't need to be a perfect person. All you need to be white.
right. Well, think about it, because what they see it as is only terrible people do those things, right? Only awful people. It's like it's the same way when they treat criminals, the same way that they treat people who go to jail. Like only terrible people end up there. Only the worst of the worst, only the most awful people end up there. Same thing with SA. Only the worst people will do something of that despicable. That no, no, no. It's a nigga who might be decent, a decent guy, a guy who would never just willingly take that, right? He would never just willingly do something wild, but under the right circumstances, no, he might fall prey to them same nasty lines of thought and act in a way that is devious. And so that's what people fail to realize. Like it's the same thing, like being a criminal. All of that shit is all together in the sense that like we put these people, like you said, black or white, we put them in a box. Like you got to be bad. That's the only reason you're a criminal. It's because you're a bad person. But then when you look at every person's life and realize how many illegal things have you done in your life, and you just didn't get arrested for them.
I'm
You
doing
just
a
didn't
bunch.
get
I
arrested
go
for them.
out of my way to do illegal shit.
But I'm
Honestly,
talking about even the people who are swear like they're the moral standards. You know what I'm saying? I'm the more listen. Go to a church and
oh
ask
yeah,
niggas and right and ask niggas right like and people in church will tell you, oh, what you used to do? Oh, I used to sell ass. Oh, okay. I used to be a truck driver. I was cheating my wife doing coke. Oh, okay. I used to deal drugs. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. I used to be a pimp. Oh, okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, some of
nobody is the moral high ground if Jesus not here.
yeah, facts. Facts. And look, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, Jesus took a nap during slavery, so I don't even know how that go. But
Listen,
I don't even know how that go. But we gonna move on, yo. That's what
you
we
know, I
gonna
don't
do.
think we ever really gotten into religion on the pod.
Oh, we didn't. I just didn't want to like. I didn't want to. What was the name of that place that posted the picture of like Muhammad and they like
They got bombed or something.
the Charlie Hebdo shooting? That was it. Yeah, I'm good off of that. I'm good. Now, obviously, that was because they talked to the wrong niggas and did the wrong thing. But like, I'm good. I'm good off of that.
They like double down like y'all niggas not gonna do shit or
Yeah, it published cartoons of him, which I thought was so silly because it's like if no one's seen him, you wouldn't even know what he looked like anyway. So you literally like 12 people died, 11 were injured. These people died for nothing. They
you know
died
it's
for an image that
crazy.
wasn't even Muhammad.
It's insane how much information about the world I've learned from South Park
Oh yeah, what a
because
stuff. That
that was a South Park
was another
episode.
episode too. I don't remember what other show.
There was a whole episode of South Park where, but in the South Park episode, they were saying that Family Guy was gonna draw an image of Muhammad, and Al Qaeda was threatening to bomb America over it. And it's
I
crazy
remember
how
that.
South
Yeah,
Park has made like satirical takes on real life situations, and I just thought it was like a dig on Family Guy. I had no idea this is a real thing.
yeah. No, I mean I've seen this a couple times, and my thing is like I always tell people like if you gonna do what you do, bro, you first off, it's like this like imagine people screaming cancel culture back then. Like this was like '05, and some of this shit was like '06 and '07. The Charlie Hebdo thing was like 2015, but niggas have been getting in trouble for that Muhammad shit for a long time, right? So there's satirical artists
Oh
who
yeah.
have been posting shit and they've been getting added to watch lists, and they're like, yo, listen, dog, if we catch you lacking in public, son, I'm earthing you. Earthing. There ain't no discussion. We earthing you. Right? And like I even seen one, it was some what was he? He was a Swedish artist who was on Al Qaeda hit list for publishing satirical drawings of Muhammad. And you look at the drawings and they stink. They're terrible. You got put on an Al Qaeda hit list for nothing, you bum. Just to like,
My
but
whole
again,
thing is, why are you drawing satirical? This isn't like a fucking political cartoon. You're drawing satirical cartoons of the leader of an entire religion of people. Why are you making fun of this? Would you do this about Jesus Christ?
not to mention when you know how, like, that's my thing. It's like you're testing a nigga gangster, and a nigga already making it clear to you, bro. Listen, it should like, I'm not apologizing for nothing. I need you to understand that. Like, so if you do what you do and what you planning on doing, I'm gonna act, and I'm not gonna tell you how I'm gonna act. I'm gonna just act. Like, and this is what I mean when I say you can't provoke people and then be mad at they response to the provocation, dog. Like, if I sit up here and I say something despicable to somebody, I'd be like, your mama. And they got a real, and it's something real serious with their mother. It's a certain connection there where that send them off the edge and they beat the life out of me. Niggas will be like, oh, well, just because he said that, did he deserve to almost die? But no, it don't matter what he deserved. That's what he got. And that's what y'all not listening. Y'all not, like, y'all do this to people. Y'all put these people in these scenarios and then y'all blame them for how they act. Like, think about, it's the same thing in the Middle East, right? Think about the scenario us as a country put the whole Middle East in. And then we mad when them same niggas want to do some tiny shit to us. You know what I'm saying? Want to get run a little truck and wild out. Like, I'm not, obviously we should be mad because that's still bugging out. But it's like, dog, look at our reaction. We displaced millions. Their attack might have hit 40 people. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, dog, how do you compare the two? And that's my thing. Like, you can't get mad at people for their reactions, dog. People are gonna react how they react, and it's up to y'all niggas to watch y'all mouth, bro. And that's the problem. Y'all don't got enough respect for people, bro. Like,
Literally, yeah.
I listen. It's very simple. Like, to me, the whole don't post pictures of Muhammad is just as simple as what was the other one
Don't
I was gonna say?
blaspheme Jesus.
Yeah, it's just as simple as that. It's as simple as anything. Like, if a nigga like, yo, you call me the N-word, I'm gonna drop you right here. And you just gonna test this gangster? All right, yo. All right, then. You gonna get what you want. You a satirical newspaper, so
I
you
don't,
gotta
I don't
you
know
gotta
if
be
the
funny.
N word. I don't know if the N word one is a good one because white people do be testing that. Like they just
I
don't
know, and
take
what
niggas to beat
happens?
their
And
ass.
what happened? And they think that's uncalled for is my point. That's exactly what I mean. Like, they'll sit up here and say the N-word, then they say it again after I told you not to say it, and then somebody get put to sleep and they think, well, you should never respond to words with by. All right, bro. All right,
All right,
that's
man. It's
cool.
probably this dick in the back of your
Yeah,
throat,
that's
bro.
cool. I tell you what though, if I sit up here and I call Jewish folks all types of slurs and I'm in their neighborhood and they jump me, nigga, yeah, nobody should feel sorry for me. Nobody. There shouldn't be nobody sitting up here saying, well, he ain't deserve to get beat up for that. Bro, I went to y'all hood talking some shit I knew would make y'all mad. Nah, y'all gonna wash me for that.
Typically, this is specific to y'all. I did
Yeah,
this on
literally. This is
purpose.
for you guys specifically, bro. Like, it's not like this was like me, like you interpreted it as me addressing you. No. I was specifically talking about your prophet. You knew I was. You told me not to do it. You warned me before I did it, and I still did it. Cause who am I to let cancel culture stop me from? And just as I was saying that, something outside just went
So,
off. Like, no, I don't think he did. Cause he's a nobody. He draws shitty cartoons. Why would they hit him? You get what I'm saying?
some niggas just be asking for it, so they deserve it.
That's what I mean. Like, to me, this is the other example I think of, right? It was a dude in I think it was in Florida or something. It was a rapper who was saying, like, yo, I'm gonna be at my crib in like 5 minutes. My ops know where I live, and they'll never do nothing to me. Pull up if
Oh
you
yeah,
really
I
about that.
remember
And
that.
the next day he got banged on. And it's just like, dog, I'm sorry, you can't get a rest in peace from me. You can't. You cannot, because you earned this. You asked for war. You didn't ask for peace. If you was preaching peace, then yeah, rest in peace. That's what you always wanted. But no, bro, you sat up here and said, my ops know what it is. Them niggas will never touch me. Then they touch you and now it's rest in peace. Nah, we not doing that. Sorry. I don't care how it sounds. Like, and that's my thing. Like, my opinions on death have changed drastically in the sense that there's so much death in this world I can't sit up here and extend the same condolences and empathy and sympathy for every situation when some of y'all begging for it. No way. I will not do it. And I don't care how that make me sound. If you want it, then you'll get it. If you itching for it, then you'll get it. If you looking for it, you'll get it. But you not about to get me to sit up here and wax poetic over oh, it was going too soon. No, he was going right when he was supposed to go because this is when he wanted to go. What were we talking about?
Yeah, no, I've been under that mindset for a while. Some niggas just need to go. I don't feel
And
no
you
type of way
daring
about it.
niggas.
Yeah.
You daring niggas, bro. All right, man. All right, man. And that's the wild part. Even after this attacking France, there were a couple niggas who publicly supported it. And it was nuts because like when they were publicly supporting it, their support didn't even. Some of them were just straight up like, bro, this is what happened when y'all play around. And like niggas was arrested for that. You know how sick I'd be? I arrested as an apologist for terrorism because I said y'all was playing around and fucked around and
What?
found out.
Oh, that's insane, bro. That is insane.
Yeah, bro, y'all fucked around and found out. They said, yo, don't
Also,
post that, yo. Don't
I don't
post
know the
that.
laws in I don't know the laws in France, but that also sounds illegal as shit.
Nah, it was a terrorist attack. You already know. Like whenever a terrorist
No, it was a
attack
terrorist
happens,
attack, but
that's it. That's it. Ain't no but,
I
nigga.
wasn't.
We already took it.
You know how many times some shit has happened to America? And I was like, well, shit.
Yeah, they don't care. Yeah. Now hold on. I'm trying to read it. I'm gonna see what they fully said. See if they bugged out. Um. Oh, nah. See now, this dude. I see why he got 10 months. He was bugging. Wow. Old boy said, "Oh, these brothers are just the beginning. I wish I would have been with them." Oh yeah. See, look. Nah, that's a wrap. Old boy. Oh nah. See, he was bugging. See, these people. Nah, these people are bugging. These people are bugging. I'm reading. They remember I said it was like what was it? 12 of them that got charged. But now some of these niggas are 100% bugging. What did this guy say? Yeah, no, he was bugging. Yeah, he was bugging as well. Um, I don't know what this one's mean, but I feel like this is the one guy who shouldn't have got nothing because he just felt like he said, "I feel like so and so." I don't know what that name is or what that name mean, but clearly, they wasn't going for it. um. Oh. What you close friend? Oh. Okay, see, I mean, he still shouldn't have went to jail for that, but I can understand why they got him out of here. Like, I get it. He said he felt like one of the dudes who was involved with, not like felt like him, but he felt like the guy who was involved in some other shit. And it's like, yeah, nah, come on now. But it's just, bro, stop fucking around and find out, bro. Please, like, leave these people alone. That's just what it comes down to. And I say white people because it's mostly white folks. Black folks have been there before. We've seen what happens when white men make threats. They follow through. We've seen what happened. We've seen it firsthand.
Yeah.
Right. So my thing is, we don't gotta sit up here and play with y'all. We've seen what happens when other black folks make threats. We don't have that. We don't gotta touch that stove to know it's hot because I don't watch all y'all other niggas do it. I'm good.
Nigga,
White
whole
folks,
black communities have been bombed over,
yeah, over a couple niggas.
possible.
Over a
Yeah.
couple niggas. I ain't even know what was going on, bro. They said everybody on here was rich. Who, where? Which of us was rich? he said, I ain't had no fatty. So yeah, bro, it's just like, bro, and I say this mostly to white folks because white folks live in a world where fucking around does not lead to finding out. And so they often they mess around. They think they could just say what they want to say, do what they want to do, and we have rights and laws. And I'm like, bro, the laws only matter to people that's gonna A, enforce them, and B, the people that's gonna respect them. If you get a nigga who ain't gonna respect it, it means nothing. It means not a thing. And speaking of respecting the law, let's talk about this woman with 13 crashes on her record.
How the fuck
get
does she
into
still have a license, bro?
let's get into this. Now, I don't know, where do I start? I will start.
Where do you start? At the
Yeah,
lives lost or
I don't know where we start. 6 folks perished as a result of this. Of course, not the driver. But there was a woman who was basically speeding in a Benz at like 90 miles per hour and ran through a red
Oh,
light.
Mario.
Ran through a red light at the intersection of La Brea and Slauson. I have been here before, and this is a very busy intersection.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. Like this is a busy intersection. Like, and she was going 90 down it, and yeah. So apparently they're saying she wasn't under the influence.
I was about to say, has a reason been determined? Because you remember that girl came out and said that she was her friend and she was drinking and then she was arguing with
With a
her
man, yeah,
boyfriend.
which turned out to be all cap, and I don't know. That made me feel really
Has
weird.
determination been made? Yeah.
They said there's no use, there's no evidence of any alcohol use at this point.
This isn't the first time this has happened. This is people are addicted to clout. There's been plenty of people after a tragedy to come out and say, "Oh yeah, I knew the shooter," or "Yeah, I knew this victim," or "Yeah, I knew this and that." Think about how many
Yeah, oh,
times there's been
he was just
false
in my DM. Like,
GoFundMe mades. GoFundMe mades. Think about how many times there's been GoFundMe's made off of victims
no, but that
when
makes
the
sense.
person wasn't even the victim.
That's nasty, but that makes sense. Why? Because I'm trying to get some of that bread, and I'm trying to use y'all grief to crowdfund. That, like, it's nasty, but it makes perfect sense. This lie that this woman told offered her nothing. That's my whole point. That's where it gets confusing to me.
She
Because
got
it's
on
like,
TV. That's all it takes sometimes.
oh, we don't even know you.
Listen, you're trying to apply a logic.
Yeah, I know. And then it's no logic in some of these folks. But yeah, so 6 folks died, including a woman who was pregnant. Um, and there was quite a lot going on here. Now this woman has 13 prior crashes. And that's why people were talking about drugs and stuff. I was like, bro, it ain't nothing. It's nothing wrong with drugs. Shorty can't drive. Shorty don't need a license ever again. I just don't.
13 crashes is fucking. How does she even still have a license?
Yeah, no. I to me, that's just something that's got to change. I just don't see how people are. And she's got documented mental health issues and all that other stuff. And I'm just like, dog, listen, I don't care. You should never be like, how are you still being allowed to drive cars? I don't get this. Like, it's got to be a rule. Like, if you get into a certain amount of crashes, bro, give me a license, bro. Seriously, like, like, just give me your license, bro.
That is a rule. They take people's licenses all the time.
It's clearly not. It can't be.
The niggas get their license taken all the time,
It
bro.
can't be 13 crashes. How she still have, like, they'll take your license for certain things. Like, I just don't understand how this don't fit
I
the
can't
bill.
imagine what her insurance was having 13 crashes though.
That's what it is, though. Think about it. And I think that's I think I figured it.
We finna crack a conspiracy.
I think I figured it. I don't even think it's just a conspiracy theory, right? I think these people keep their licenses.
She still hasn't suspended her license because they want more money.
No. I'd rather you just crash a million times and now you paying $3,000 for your insurance, as opposed to me taking it, getting no money from you, and what people being safe. Huh.
Did the police or investigators, anybody, determine like why was she speeding that fast? Like what was going on? Did she lose control or what was the issue?
Bro, I don't know, but my whole point is, dog, like, she has 13 crashes. She can't drive, clearly. So I don't even think we need that answer. The whole point is she just never should have been behind the wheel at any point. Like, it's not even about like, oh, you got drunk and got behind the wheel. No, you were you and got behind the wheel. You were yourself and got behind the wheel. Clearly, you were just not built for this. And she's a traveling nurse too, which is the scariest shit I've ever seen.
Traveling is a part of her job, and she can't drive. Oh man,
you are a traveling nurse who does nothing but wreck, and I don't even want to know what your actual on the job work is like. Oh my goodness. But this is what I tell people all the time. Like, bro, they're absolute nuts out here, man. Like, and this is part of the reason why I don't like driving. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I get very anxious. That's part of the reason why I didn't get my license very, very early on, because it was just like, that shit used to make me anxious as hell. And I'm just like, bro, this shit is dangerous, dog. These niggas out here don't care. They don't care. Yeah. They just do stuff. They just press that little pedal down and keep it moving. And that's it. Like, they don't care.
Yeah, they don't.
These niggas out here just be on their phone. Like I've been in cars with people and seen the shit that people do while they drive. And I'm like, bro, I don't want to be out here with y'all. I'm serious. I really don't want to be out here with y'all.
Oh yeah, you know, I was younger and there was this one nigga I used to drive with. That nigga, he used to get on the highway and act like he was Speed Racer. I remember I was in the passenger seat and I looked over and this nigga was doing 115 and I was like, my life is in jeopardy right now. I just know it. And thank God this nigga never crashed, bro. Just every time you get into a car with another nigga when you're not driving, not only are you putting your life in the hands of the other people on the road, but a nigga going crazy speeding like that, you're putting your life in that nigga's hands. Like in that car flip or crash or whatever, you're gone.
You're finished. You don't get a chance. There ain't no rebuttal. You're done for. And that's like I don't understand how people can play the games that they play, honestly. Like I'm just like, bro, like this is why I don't want to drive, bro. I don't want to be out here with y'all. Y'all are stupid. Y'all are bad people. Just to be honest, and it's funny, like, cause it don't matter who it is. You'll see it from anybody. Like you'll see, like my mom's done it a couple times before. Where, like we be in a whip, and I'm just like, yo, my man, like put your phone down. Like I remember I snatched the phone in her hand once, and she got mad as hell. I was like, yo, you better look at the road before we both die. Stop playing with me. Like over here looking mad, like when you gotta send a text message about some shit that can wait. It always can wait. Like it ain't never something that like you get what I mean? Like half of the texts that y'all niggas be sending while y'all driving be some shit. Like somebody asking you a question. And you what? Them waiting 15 minutes for the answer to this question is gonna like be the end of the world, dog? No, it won't. You weird ass nigga, put your phone down. Damn. At least do it at the red light, nigga. Damn. Niggas can't even get that right.
Yeah. Nigga, when I was driving, I was never on my phone unless I was like at a red light at a complete standstill. That's the
Yeah.
one thing that's the only rule that I had driving.
Cause the worst thing about that is, you know, niggas just honking crazy. And you oh shit, my bad. Or think about it. Somebody else driving terribly unsafe and you get hit and you just might not, but there was nothing you could do about that anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, bro, nah, y'all get off y'all phones, man. Y'all niggas like, and that's the worst part because I guarantee you, if we were to look at all the folks who got involved in crashes when they were sending text messages, and we looked at the content of them text messages, y'all would be fucking embarrassed. Y'all would be ashamed of yourselves. The shit that y'all was damn near dying over, y'all be ashamed of it. I swear to you, y'all would. Niggas will look
Nah, it's
like,
just
oh my
hilarious.
goodness, I was texting her back. I was getting onions from Trader Joe's and shit. Like, yeah,
I
like
would
literally.
love to see a compilation video on YouTube of text sent moments before disaster. That
I would
shit would
love to
have
see it
me
as well
fucking dying.
because I know these texts are literally just on my way home. It's like, bro, she know
Not
what
even
time
finished,
you
just
get
on
off
my way home.
work. She know what time you get off work, bro. She know where you headed. Like, and it's so silly. Like, I literally, because I remember my mom did it once, and she just kept looking, and then like she like veered once, and then got back, then veered again. And I remember taking her phone, looking at the text message, and I like, you ever get so mad you can't say nothing?
Mm-hmm.
Like I got so
Yeah.
because I literally looked at the text message, and it's just her talking to a woman from her church about choir rehearsal that night, and I'm just like, yo, are y'all serious? Are y'all serious? Like I wanted to throw that shit out the window, dog. Like, bro, no, you not serious. You gonna put my life on the line to tell her something you could have told her in 7 minutes when we got home. That's crazy to me. That's OD. Like, I just don't understand y'all niggas' thought process.
That's really how it be sometimes. That's just yeah.
Absolute foolery, man. Like, but yeah, so that's what I'm like, bro. I don't want to be out here with y'all, bro. Y'all can't drive. First off, y'all cannot drive, and I don't want any parts of it. Y'all are unstable. Y'all are unhinged. Like, y'all should not be behind the wheels of steel death traps. I know. Um. All right. So where do we go from here? Oh well, no, that's it. No, I don't care. I don't care enough about this topic. I was gonna mention Elon Musk, but I don't care.
Fuck that nigga.
Yeah, honestly. But we could do Ezra Miller getting arrested again. What else? We could do
That could tie into all this could tie into entertainment. So we can do all this. So like yeah, the watch
Okay.
list that can all tie in Ezra Miller. We can start with Ezra Miller and Jeanette McCurdy and all that, and then go into the movie. So let's do something before that. We already did Trader Joe. One of the
Well,
13
actually, you know
crashes.
what?
We did that.
Let's do your hospital visit.
Okay.
Because I'm curious.
Yeah.
Because I
So
remember when you sent that text, I was just like, "Wait, hello? Like, what are we talking about?"
yeah, it's a lot. So last week I started having it was Wednesday, and it wasn't even like a super painful headache. Like it was just on the pain scale, it's probably like a 4, maybe even a 3. It wasn't super painful. It was a low grade headache. But what I noticed would happen was every time that I would stand up, you know how you stand up and then like you get that blood rush to your head where you feel kind of like woozy or lightheaded.
Mhm.
Every time I would stand up, I would not only get that blood rush, but also my head would start hurting specifically. And I'm a hypochondriac, and I'm constantly worried that I'm gonna die of a stroke or heart attack or pulmonary embolism or something. So as soon as the first time I felt that, I was just in my mind like, there's nothing wrong with a headache, but why is it always on the left side, and why is it always when I stand up, specifically in blood rushes to my head?
Headache
So
tripping. That's why.
yeah, yeah, that's definitely yeah. So I kept that in mind. Thursday, um, same thing, still think of it. Friday, still had headaches. This time I'm like, all right, no, there's no reason I should have a headache in the same spot for 3 days. So I took my blood pressure, and my blood
Mhm.
pressure was elevated. It was very high. So I was like, okay, this is weird. I don't know why my blood pressure is this high. Um, if it's this high continuously tomorrow, I'll go to the hospital. So the next day, this is Saturday, mind you, I blood high. So I go to urgent care. This is the reason why I said I don't know what the issue was because I went to urgent care. They took my temperature and I had a fever, which I didn't know I had because all I had was a headache and high blood pressure. I didn't think that a fever factored into this, occasion. So I had a fever. That's the first weird thing. Next, they took my blood pressure, but they used because I'm big, so I don't use a normal cuff. They used a cuff that was too small. So when they took my blood pressure, that shit
Yeah, this
was
shit was probably like an 8,000.
that shit was 230 over 126.
You was supposed to be dead right there.
Yeah, exactly. I was supposed to
According to
be
that.
dead. Yeah, exactly. I was supposed to be dead. So the person that took the blood was like, this is far above stroke levels. You need to go to the hospital. I say, okay. I go to the hospital, and I'll go to the hospital. I go to urgent care at 4 p.m. Everything happens, transpires.
So he went
Um,
to urgent care at 4 p.m.
at 4 p.m.
Gotcha.
I go to the hospital. I get there like 5:30 p.m., maybe 6 at the absolute latest 6:30. Um, I was at the hospital for hours before they took me to the back to check me out. So
Yeah.
that's how long I was there before I actually got seen, right? So before that, they take my blood pressure because as soon as you get there, they got to do the standard. They take your blood pressure, they take your temperature. Still had a high temperature. My blood pressure though was at least 60 points lower than what they took at urgent care.
Okay. That's weird,
So,
huh?
I feel like I wasted my time being there, right? But they say it's still high, so you still need to get checked out. So I'm like, okay. So that's when I sit and wait for 10 hours. So this goes from 6 o'clock to like fucking 4 a.m. During this time, multiple people coming and going. While
Mhm.
I'm sitting there, a girl comes in. I don't know what the fuck she had going on. but she started having seizures there in the lobby. This like I don't know I don't know what was going on, but she had like a couple small ones where she was like shaking, her boyfriend would like yo, get up, and she would wake up. But she had a couple really bad ones. The first really bad one, the boyfriend started yelling like, yo, come help her, come help. They would come out, and then the nurse would be like, yo, and she would like snap her fingers like, yo, wake up, and they would wake her up, and then
He's
they
like,
would
oh,
leave.
I. Yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
they would
I.
leave.
He go right back to work.
Yeah, this happened like 4 times until eventually they were just look. If y'all not gonna see her, can y'all at least like get her a bed? Is there like a stretcher she can lay on since she's not just like sitting here? So eventually they leave. Um, that just goes to show you like the level of care for this facility. I'm not gonna give the name because I don't want to like get sued, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a very infamous hospital in DC. A lot of people know this hospital because it has a notoriously bad rating.
I mean,
Um,
shoot, them niggas notoriously bad. Cook them niggas, bum ass boys.
oh yeah, true, yeah. No, this is
Yeah.
Georgetown University Hospital. They're currently sitting at like a
Mm.
3.2 on Google. And it's funny because I was Googling the hospital while I was sitting there because I wanted to leave a bad review for how long I was sitting there.
And
And
then you saw
I
all the
went
worst
through the
shit.
reviews. I went through the reviews, and the first one I saw said, lady had a seizure in front of me and nobody did anything. And I'm like, is this somebody sitting in the hotel? I mean, in the hospital with me right now?
He said,
And I looked, so this has happened multiple times.
"Oh man,
So I
yeah,
literally was in the hospital
man."
seeing somebody have a seizure and nobody's doing nothing. I looked at the reviews 7 months ago, the same exact thing happened. So eventually, uh around 4 a.m. I finally get called to go to the back, get checked out by the doc. They do my blood pressure, it's still high. Um Blood pressure was high, so they were concerned. So they did blood work. They wanted to make sure all my shit blood pressure gets to a certain point, your kidneys stop working. So they wanted to make sure that I was good. They did blood work. Since I told them that I was having headaches and specifically on the left side, which is a sign of a stroke, they had me do a CAT scan. Um, Literally everything came back perfect. Everything was good. Kidneys great. CAT scan found nothing. EKG, heart is amazing. Oxygen levels perfect. Literally nothing was wrong with me. And this led me. I've never said this on stream, but I'm pretty sure I've told you and Reef and everybody else this. But I'm a hypochondriac, and whenever I feel like the slightest bit weird, my first instinct is to go to either urgent care or the hospital. And I have terrible allergies. So every year, especially allergy season, like my chest gets tight and it's hard to breathe just because I have allergies and all the pollen is fucking me up. And every year I think, oh man, I'm having a heart attack. Or, oh man, this is a stroke. And every single year I go to the hospital and I get checked out and they say you're completely fine. And this is just another case of that. Just go to the hospital thinking I'm dying and I'm just completely fine. But what really pissed me off was urgent care and them not measuring my blood pressure right and telling me that I was ba- what I just remember the worst part. What the woman that measured my blood pressure and said that it was super high, she looked me in my eye and she said, "Oh, even your eyes look like your blood pressure is high. You know that's a symptom, right? When your capillaries and everything start bursting and your eyes get super red, that's a symptom of high blood pressure." So,
You was just full on capping.
based off of what she said, I'm like, damn, I really must be dying, huh?
He
So
said, "Damn, yeah, I'm on the way, huh?"
my blood pressure 230 and my eyes look red. That's damn. I guess I gotta go to the
He said, "My head about to blow up."
hospital. Waste of time. Yeah, all this was a waste of time. All of this just culminated in they gave me some blah, 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 some blood pressure medication to lower my blood pressure, and now my shit is around 130 over 72, which is what it's usually at. I don't know. I don't know what raised it, but something raised it. I don't know what it was because my I check my blood pressure all the time. This Saturday, it just gradually kept raising, and after they did the blood work and came back, my sodium levels were in the normal level. So it's not like I was eating super salty food. So the only thing I can think of is just it was stress that just gradually raised my blood pressure over a few days. That's the only thing I can think of. I don't know. I don't know what else it could have been.
I know what it was. I know exactly what it was. I can't say it on the pod, but I
Don't
know what
say
it
it.
was. I won't. I will not.
Oh, okay.
You know what it was? It was that coal in the water.
It was that what now?
That coal, that J. Cole in the water.
Oh,
That's what got you done up.
if anything, I would think that would make me more relaxed. I think it would like put me to sleep. Like it would be
Shit,
like sleepy
melatonin.
time tea.
Nah, it was like your body was unconsciously reacting to it. So your stress levels were
Ah,
raising because you were getting
because
stressed
I
by
was
how.
fighting against it.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. See, you was fighting back. Yeah. But yeah, you
And
know what's
this is the other thing that I noticed when I was in the hospital. Everybody make sure you actually know who your friends are and you actually trust them, because once I actually got taken to the back and I got put into it wasn't even a room, it was a little curtain area. The girl next to me was like throwing up and convulsing for like 35 minutes straight. And the doctor and her trying to get some shit out of her, trying to figure out what was going on, and she she was just so fucked up she couldn't talk. Like they got her to throw everything up, and then she passed out. Um, I went to go get a CAT scan, and then I came back like 2 or 3 hours later, and then she finally woke up, and the doctor started talking to her. The first words out of her mouth were, "Where am I?" The doctor said, "You're at the hospital." Second thing she said, "Where am my friends?" "I don't know. We found you in the middle of nowhere. Maybe you should get some better friends." And I just, while I was just sitting there, it really resonated with me, and I really felt sorry for that girl. So I just want
okay?
everybody listening, just please make sure y'all got some good friends. It's not going to just dump y'all if you get too fucked up.
Yeah, 100%. Uh, that like, cause I mean, you see that a lot of times, like, and you'll see it early, and I think people will lie to themselves to try to justify a lot of it, but it's like, nah, bro. Like, even something simple like y'all just drinking, and maybe one of y'all, it ain't even you, one of y'all get too drunk, and you see the way that they treat them, nigga, that's you next time. That is like, you know what I'm saying? Like it, like, and they like that person. You gotta understand that you new to the group, and they like that person, and they still did them that way. So like, it's just, I think a lot of times, like, especially when we party, and these people don't be friends neither. We just party together. We're acquaintances. We're friends by circumstance. It's like people
Yeah,
you go to high school with. Like, they only your friends because you see them 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? The moment high school ends, some of them niggas you don't even think about again, and you don't want to, because they wasn't your friends. They was just people who were there by circumstance. It's like coworkers. Like, I might be cool with a couple of y'all, but like, we not all friends. And I think too many people don't find out we not friends until shit hit the fan. And that's the worst time to find out them niggas not your people.
yeah, literally, absolute worst time.
But the other thing I was gonna say about the hospital visit though is like, it's kind of silly to me, like, in the sense that, like you said, like, you're a big dude, so you need a bigger cuff. And when you kind of look at it, like, I guess in a sense you could say fat phobia kind of caused this whole thing, right? Like, these idiots just don't know how to work with fat people. They don't know how to operate and do their job when it's a fat person. So they're just like, well, well, I think you're dying, fat boy. Like, like it was just so simple for them to just go that route because, well, I'm looking at you, you're pretty big, and your numbers say so and so. Now, again, I'm not even considering maybe you got big arms and you'll need something, or maybe I got it too tight, or nope, you need help, fat boy. Don't worry, I got you.
All of that is not only did they use the wrong size cuff for my arm, but they also they used the right size cuff, but they said, let's try it on your other arm. So they tried it on my right arm. Anybody in the medical field knows that usually you get your blood pressure tested on your left arm because your heart is on the left side of your your heart's on the left side of your body. So the pressure,
yeah, it's a more accurate reading, I guess.
Is more so yeah, more accurate. So they got me a bigger cuff, but they put it on my right arm. So it was actually lower than the original reading, but it was still, so it went from 230 over 123 or 127, whatever it was, to fucking 198 over 117, which is still above stroke levels. So even after that, once the doctor saw me after like 50 minutes, he was like, so I still had to go to the hospital. And even after the hospital, I still don't know what caused it. I don't know what the fever had to do with it because I had a fever. Maybe something was causing this high blood pressure. I don't know what caused it. They just gave me something to lower it. That was it.
But think about it. Like, I mean, and again, this kind of goes back, and this is just medical professions in a nutshell, but it's just like, dog, like, y'all made no attempt to diagnose any root issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, like you said, them 10 hours you were sitting there, bro, if this was a serious problem and I'm sitting here for 10 hours, I'm dead already. Y'all don't care. But, it just goes to show how, like, I try to get people to understand, bro, you're going to have to be your own advocate, take your health into your own hands. Because I remember I had the same thing. I came in there one night, and, bro, I woke up in the hospital. And I already knew. I was I went to sleep in my bed and woke up in the hospital. So, like, I'm just like, oh, what happened? Like, like I was sick. Because I'm like, bro, I made it home. I know I made it home. Because I remember vividly taking my shoes off and thinking to myself, finally in bed, boy. Boy. Went to sleep, woke up with the on me, and I'm like, with the, the little hospital waist, the wristband, and I'm like, come on, yo, in a bed in the hallway, like, yo, come on, bro. And literally,
that's the worst. You wake up in the hospital, you're not even in a room or even a little curtain room. You in the hallway. That's the worst.
And the thing is, they didn't do anything for me. They didn't pump my stomach. They didn't do, like, some people get too drunk, they pumped it. They didn't do nothing. They didn't bother doing anything. And, like, my whole thing was, it's just, you get that all the time. Niggas don't do nothing. They're just like, well, listen, let me know when you're dead or when you're on the way to dying, and we'll try to save that. But other than that, I mean,
literally,
come on, bro.
Literally, when I was sitting in the lobby, I was just like, maybe if I passed out, somebody would come and help me. I was just sitting there with elevated blood pressure for fucking 10 hours. Like, damn, my head hurt.
But the worst part is, if I pass out, I might be actually doing damage to myself.
Yeah.
And like, I might actually, like, spur myself into a hypertensive crisis. Like, nah, let me chill.
Like, yeah, no, I was just blown away by this. And I've been to a year. I'm a hypochondriac. I think I'm fucking dying because of allergies, and I go to the hospital. Longest I've had to wait is like 2 hours. This is the worst hospital I've ever been to in my entire life, and I've been to plenty. So, like I said, I went to urgent care at 4 p.m. I didn't get home the next day until 8 a.m. I didn't eat before I went to urgent care. I had something to eat at 11 a.m. that day. I got home the next day.
Bro, y'all
wouldn't feed me in the hospital.
Yeah, y'all got no peanuts or nothing, bro. It's nothing. I just gotta hold it.
Nigga, when I was in the bed, well, they have vending machines and shit, but my blood pressure is high. I don't want to get chips from a vending machine. I'm not even thinking about paying. I'm thinking about my blood pressure. I'm not trying to eat salty chips from a vending machine.
What you're saying.
Yeah, so exactly. I wasn't even thinking about that. So I
Like a bag of
finally,
M&Ms, nigga. Like,
yeah, nigga, I'm in a hypertensive crisis and I'm gonna get M&Ms. The fuck?
he said, at least they peanut.
So, once I finally get back there to the bed after, 10, 12 hours, I asked the nurse, Can, I've been waiting here since 6 p.m. Can I have some water? And she said, no. Um, I I understood her reason for it because they were gonna give me medicine. They were gonna have me do a CT scan and going to have me do blood tests and have me do EKG and all this stuff. But like, bro, it's
So,
fucking
so
6
wait, you can't get some water because they about to do all of that?
in
I'm
the
still.
morning.
I can't get like a little small, and it's some small little plastic cups they got. It ain't even no big shit. I can't get one of
Yeah,
those to drink in the
like
meantime. Why? I don't understand.
listen, I was so sleep deprived at the point I didn't even question it. But when she brought me my blood pressure pills to take, she gave me apple juice. So that's a saving grace.
She's like, well, your blood pressure too high, so I got an idea. If we just don't give you nothing, it'll drop back down, right?
That's hell.
You said that's one way to deal with this.
I
Sure.
was in. What makes all this worse is this is supposed to be the weekend that I was in Puerto Rico enjoying life.
And you didn't even go to Puerto Rico on top of the yeah.
This was a waste of a vacation. Not only did I not go on vacation,
Spent a
I
day and
spent
a
2 days in the
half.
hospital. This is
Oh,
just the
bro.
worst possible PTO time.
I would have called my job like, yo, nah, take them shits back.
Refund this. Nah,
Yeah,
refund
refund
it.
my PTO, yeah. I'll just take a personal days for these or something. Like, nah, ain't no way. Um, but yeah, I mean, honestly, you know what that sounds like some movie shit. It really do. Except it's real life, unfortunately.
I was at John Q.
Yeah, it do sound like John Q. Except you know, niggas know what happened to John Q. But let's see. So we got TV and entertainment. Well, I guess this is also in TV. It's not TV, but it's entertainment. I wanted to touch on this Forspoken trailer real quick. Did you see this?
Yeah, I saw it,
You did?
and
Okay, all right.
I'm
Just from
just
your voice, I
I'm
know you saw
I'm
it.
just glad that that's not the actual writing for the game, but it is an oversight that they would use this type of writing for the trailer.
Yeah.
But go ahead and explain it for the people that haven't seen it.
So for the people that haven't seen it, right, or don't even know, Forspoken is a game, Square Enix RPG that's supposed to be coming out for the PS5 and the next gen of consoles next year in 2023, right? So they dropped a trailer, like they had a couple trailers previously, like of the action and games and all of that other type of stuff. And I'll tell you, the game itself,
Looks
that shit
beautiful.
looks thorough. That shit looks official tissue. But then they dropped the trailer where it was almost like the main character kind of like introducing herself, like narrating her own little like it's like a trailer except instead of a narrator or instead of just music, it's her narrating it. And I've never heard this like put into terms, but the moment I saw the term marvelization, I knew exactly what it meant. The instant I read the words, I was
No,
just like,
no, no, don't no. Don't do Marvel like that. It's not Marvel. It's specifically Joss Whedon. It's Joss Whedon writing.
is it?
But yeah, but Joss Whedon wrote for Marvel, so everybody thinks
Okay, let me
all of
see.
Marvel's
Let me
quirky.
see Josh Whedon's films. Let me see what films he works on.
Joss, not Josh.
I
Joss.
know I'm already here. I might have said it wrong, but I'm already here. Let's see. So he did the Avengers. Okay, okay. He did Avengers. He did Age of Ultron. That's it. Nah, this is a Marvel thing, dog. He did
No, no,
two.
no,
Hold on,
no,
hold on. What
Nick.
else did he do?
His
What else did he do?
writing. Look at all the other shit that he's done. It's not just about Marvel.
No, but I'm saying for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, all he did was the Avengers and Age of Ultron.
Oh no, but no, that's what I was saying. People are saying this is Marvelization. This isn't Marvelization. This is Joss Whedon writing.
No, what I'm saying is I disagree with that because he only wrote two of those Marvel movies. That's
But
it.
what I'm saying is People liked Avengers and Age of Ultron so much, Marvel tried to cater their writing around the little
Oh,
I
I
don't
see
even know
what
how
you're
you
saying.
would
Okay.
describe
No,
like
no, no, no. I
the
get what you're saying. Like Josh Whedon started it, and then Marvel took it because they said this is what people want to see and what they want to
exactly, and they
watch. And
ran it
so,
into the fucking
okay.
ground.
No, that's still Marvelization though, because again, y'all took it. Like, yeah, this was Josh Whedon, Whedon at first, because I'm looking at Avengers and then Age of Ultron. 100% that's Josh Whedon. I get it. I
Mhm.
get it. But if he ain't working on 2015 was the last time he did a film for y'all. And in the what's it been 7 years since? A lot of y'all movies have sounded like this. So it ain't just him. But like you said, I think they saw the numbers that both of these movies did and said, well, clearly that's what they love about the movies. And it's just like, nah. But I get why y'all went this route, but it's nasty. It's like these I don't know, it's so weird. It's so
It's just
weird.
cringy writing.
It is. It's like these characters who, oh, that's a thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's like somebody. What was the term that he? There was
He's
like
right
it's like a
behind me now,
millennial
right?
white. Yeah, literally, it was like a whole bunch of tweets, and it was so funny because, like I said, I never heard this term Marvelization ever described. I went through the comments, and people are giving examples, and I'm like, oh my god, it all adds up. I've never known this to be a thing, but y'all, like, you know what I mean? I'm seeing the descriptions of it now, and I'm like, wow, I never peeped this. I always missed it, but now that y'all telling me, I see loud and this shit is too loud to unhear. And it was just like, it's just, oh, so that's a thing, oh yeah, and I talked to a cuff. Like, it was just a whole bunch of stuff she would do. It was like, what was the
So
other term? Somebody said like the millennial or like a Gen Z, or I think what it was millennial. It wasn't Gen Z because this is millennial talk.
yeah, it's definitely millennial. Sadly, we gotta own up to this one.
No, not all of us. You know who it is. It's
Well,
them
yeah, no, I
folks.
know, yeah,
It's them
but
folks.
we're millennials, so we get whenever niggas talk about millennials, we get lumped into it. But
Yeah, I just like barely.
whenever somebody brings up millennials, I always preface to say white millennials.
Yes, please. You have to understand like, and that's what every group, even the white Gen Z, define y'all. So don't y'all can play that game until it's y'all turn. I just want you to let that know. Oh well, you know what? Maybe it was the Whedon thing because I'm looking at it, right? I'm looking at
Yeah,
it.
no, that's what I
Oh
saw it
yeah,
trending last
yeah,
night, and
yeah,
there was
yeah.
a whole Joss
Mm-hmm.
Whedon trending topic, and everybody was just shitting. Like everybody was just Joss
Well, a lot of
Whedon
people don't like him for the
for
shit
obvious
that he
reasons.
did with Justice League, among some of the other issues that he's
No,
gotten
fuck
into
Justice League.
with the
All the
workplace
weird
harassment and all that shit. Yeah.
shit he did.
Yeah, a lot of
Yeah.
that, like from Buffy and all that other, yeah, way
Mhm.
back. Yeah. Um, but for me, like I'm looking at it and it's like, okay, he was a creative consultant on all the Marvel films leading up to Age of Ultron. So even though he wasn't a director,
He
he was a
left his
creative
mark.
consultant. He left his mark. He
Yeah.
rewrote some dialogue for Thor: Dark World, which niggas did not like either.
Yeah,
He
not fuck
directed a
with
mid-credit scene for Winter Soldier. He suggested James Gunn make Guardians of the Galaxy weirder. So he had his hand on a lot of these movies, 100%.
That's why I say because even after Age of Ultron, Guardians of the
Yeah.
Galaxy, that was James Gunn's project, but still, Joss Whedon had his fingerprints on it. Like all the goofy comedy that Marvel has currently can either be broken down into Joss Whedon, James Gunn, or trying to replicate Joss Whedon or James Gunn.
And,
Like,
and and that's what it is. It's like I'm trying to
yeah,
capture that and take that, and it's like I didn't learn nothing else from the movies but that. That's the only thing I heard.
literally just quirky comedy. That's it's
Oh,
just oh. That guy's playing Tetris on his
yes, I
computer.
like it's just like I heard it and I was just like, nah, it's that video of Charlemagne. Nah, that ain't it.
It's
Nah, that ain't it. Like,
crazy because the video's only like 30 seconds. We're like, dog, this better not be the
yeah, I'm
dialogue
like,
for the
bro, if this
game,
is
bro.
game dialogue,
There's
I
no way.
will get a refund. I promise you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna buy
there's
this
no
because it
way.
looks hard, but if this is the dialogue, you're going to give me my money back. I can assure you that.
No, it's
Um,
just this one trailer.
so
This is such a great oversight. I'm happy this is an oversight for a trailer.
Yeah, I'm happy. Like you said, like y'all relegated this to just the trailer. Like I'm happy that
Y'all didn't
y'all
have
did.
Joss Whedon write the script.
Yeah. Or y'all didn't think that this was the type of writing y'all need. Hopefully, that's what we're hoping. But uh, we're gonna transition from the marvelization media to some
The
DC folks.
feminization of black men.
No, we could talk about some DC folks since we are on Marvel,
I'm sorry.
right? Because Josh Whedon also worked on DC movies. He worked on Justice League. So, with that being said, they're at it again. Who is
Yes,
they? Oh, you know who they is.
yes, they are. Let's
You know
go.
who they is.
My favorite criminal to talk about.
So America's most dangerous magician was arrested yet again.
Is he a magician or is he like he don't look like a magician? He looks like a
They,
sage, or they
a
look like a
mage. Yeah,
sage
no,
or
they're
a
a mage.
mage.
They're a mage. Definitely
Yeah.
a black mage, 100%. So let's look at this again, right?
Not a black.
So yes, I didn't think that needed to be specified, but yes.
I mean, there's black mages. Fuck you want
Yeah,
from me?
bro, come on, man. I did not call him a nigga mage. That's not what I'm calling.
Oh, nigga. Now, nigga is race neutral. Okay.
Y'all won. So anywho, on Monday, Ezra Miller was charged with felony burglary, and on Wednesday, Vermont's Child Services Department is attempting to locate the mother and 3 children who had been residing at their farm in the state. Now,
I didn't hear that second part. I heard he
I
got
didn't hear that
charged
either.
for burger. Whoa,
Yeah, I literally didn't hear that
interesting.
either. That's a little funny though. So you stole something. Apparently, it was wait, what was it? For allegedly stealing bottles of alcohol from a Vermont home. Hello?
Why are you stealing? You're a millionaire. Why are you stealing? Bro, bro.
Hold on, let me read this, right? So according to a police report, right? Vermont State Police were notified of a potential burglary when residents on a road in Stanford, Vermont, reported that several bottles of alcohol were taken from within the residence while they weren't home. Following an investigation that included taking statements and reviewing surveillance videos, police found probable cause to charge Miller. Now, I hold on. Here's I'm just trying to like. It's almost like somebody came home, saw there was alcohol missing, they were like, "God damn it, Ezra!" Like the dude knew it was Ezra. They called the police. They got us again. They got us again. You got to come down here. They got
Yeah,
us again.
what do their parents
Hmm?
think? What do they think is going on at this point?
I don't know. I feel like they probably can't get in contact with them either.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is their parents even in their life at this point?
I I don't know. I don't know, bro. Like, but the thing that's so confusing to me, right, is that think about how one slap against Chris Rock and niggas was afraid to touch Will Smith with a 10-foot pole. Meanwhile, Ezra Miller is terrorizing every state in the continental United States and going across the seas to Hawaii as well. And these niggas are gonna pump this Flash movie out if it kills them. Niggas said, bro, listen, I won't, bro, listen, they shelled Batgirl easily, like just like
Yeah.
nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? And then was just like, bro, it's no way we keep this Flash movie under wraps. I'm not doing it. So you
So
listen. And
so originally, obviously, they were going to show this Flash movie under any circumstances, but um, after this news that we're talking about, right? 3-option plan for Ezra Miller. They said either
that's still
Ez
nuts, though. That's still nuts. Do you
it's
hear that?
definitely
Like,
nuts. No, it's definitely nuts. I agree, but at least they're finally acknowledging the shit that this motherfucker got going on. They said either Ezra is going to come out and explain the mental state that he's been in for the last year and a half, causing all this mayhem, which is insane to think about. This is the option that I want. I want to see this nigga on Prime going on. The second option was, what was the second option?
I'm looking at them now. The second one
Oh,
says
okay, yeah.
if Ezra doesn't reach out for help, Warner still releases the film. They don't play any role in the marketing and publicity. and Ezra wouldn't be the Flash going forward. And I'm just like, I mean,
That
so
should
basically,
be it now. He shouldn't
so
be the Flash anyway.
and the third option is just killing the movie, right? So it's like, so
Yeah,
realistically, your first
exactly.
two options are the movie drops, the movie drops, the movie doesn't drop. So the movie's dropping. Like, I'm not stupid. The movie's dropping. Dog, I don't care what Ezra Miller, unless Ezra dies, the movie's dropping, dog. Like y'all gonna drop this movie, period. Because the way y'all looking at it is we paid $200 million, right? We had Ezra play multiple characters. Ezra's in most of the scenes, right? We had Ezra come back and do reshoots while Ezra had a warrant out. You know what I'm saying? Like we listen, we have gone to bat on this motherfucker for a long, and it's just amazing though. Like, and I understand this one, it's purely financial. I get the feeling these niggas are like, listen, win, lose, or draw. When this shit is over, yo, you better go to hell. Like, like you better get away from me. But I
Yeah,
do.
no. We've spent so much on this shit, bro. But
Yeah, we spent 200 and you
yeah,
caused all these problems, bro. You will never get another role with us ever again, bro. If I nigga mention your name in a meeting, I'll throw him out a window, bro. Like, I wholeheartedly believe they're cooking you after this. But they're at the same time where they're just like, well, we spent 200 million on it. Ezra's in every scene. Ezra plays multiple characters. I can't throw it out, or I'm not willing to throw it out, even though I'm willing to throw out 90 million for Batgirl for a tax, for a tax loophole. But
well,
yo, don't worry about that.
so I got something for that though.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm kind
No,
of done with the whole Ezra thing. I don't have much else, to be honest with you.
well,
So
I
we
was
can
gonna
kind of get to
say,
that right now.
so that was their what they decided to put out, saying that it was a tax write off, which makes no sense because Batgirl costs anywhere between 70 million and 90 million, and they only got 20 million back on the tax write off. What I think it really was the fact that so whatever this dude's name is, I want to say Michael Eisner. Like this nigga is that's not his name, but whatever, the nigga that's the owner of this shit. Did you see what he said? You saw his whole presentation for DC and
Mm-mm.
Discovery.
Mm-mm. I didn't see
So
it. What was it?
he put out an
This is on the,
entire.
not to cut you off, but this is also on the agenda. So if you want to provide more context than you need to, then go ahead. Because
Oh, this is on the agenda.
yeah, the Warner Brothers
DC.
Discovery thing was on there as well.
Oh, okay, yeah. So um, the entire presentation last week about what they were planning to do for the future of both DC and Disney Plus. Um, what they want to do is they want to separate not Disney, DC and Discovery. And the way they're going to do that is they're considering that men like comic books like DC, and women like reality TV, like Cooking Wars or some type of
Okay. Yeah,
what
I did see some of that. I heard, I didn't hear it,
whatever.
but I heard like just the backlash. So yeah.
Yeah, so whatever dumb shit is currently on fucking Discovery Plus, that's gonna be more catered to women.
I
So
mean, it's just, so I understand that. I just, to me, it's just like the part where you're cutting HBO stuff and the Warner Brothers stuff is my issue, because I get it because it's a merger and you're like, look, we got to consolidate. But like, bro, do we need 22 series of 90 Day Fiance? 90 Day Fiance Brazil, 90 Day Fiance niggas, 90 Day Fiance ugly niggas,
the
90 Day
reason they're
Fiance.
cutting DC shit is because the new CEO, I know his name, but I keep wanting to call him Eisner for some
I think I
reason.
read it was like Samuel something.
No, it's definitely not Samuel. I just look up the new CEO for Warner Brothers fucking Discovery.
Yeah, Samuel A. D. Piazza Jr. is the current chairman of Warner Bros. This person's the chairman. I don't know what the hierarchy is there, but let me see.
Nah,
Warner Bros. Discovery. Let me see. Because the chairman's not like that. Maybe there is a CEO.
it's
Actually, I'm trying to figure
David
out.
Zaslav. That's his name. David Zaslav.
They must have changed some things because I'm reading something and it's a couple of different names, and I
When
didn't even see that
David
guy in the
Zaslav
making.
already owned Discovery Plus. David Zaslav, Disney, not I keep saying Disney because it's Discovery. It wasn't Warner
Gotcha,
Brothers
gotcha.
got
Yeah, yeah, I see
Discovery.
it.
Discovery got Warner Brothers. So
Okay, copy. That makes more sense.
yeah, so Zaslav now owns all
Okay,
of
see,
DC and all this
I
shit.
did not.
So.
I'm not gonna hold you. I thought Discovery was the little fish here because, like, who the fuck knows what's on Discovery?
Yeah, I thought the
I
same
was,
thing.
I
I
was
was,
under the
yeah.
impression Warner Brothers bought Discovery, but which was why I was so confused. Like, bro, how y'all canceling y'all own shit when y'all buy? Okay, now this makes a lot more sense now. Okay, okay, gotcha.
It's just
Huh.
why would you? Discovery is who the fuck gives a fuck about Discovery Channel or Animal Planet or 90 Day Fiance
You
or any of this
bugging,
shit,
nigga. It's 22 90 Day Fiance franchises, bro.
bruh.
Like, I promise you, somebody cares. I couldn't tell
Bruh.
you who. I couldn't tell you who.
So
But
back
somebody
to my
cares.
original point. This nigga Zaslav. Now that I know his name, I can slur him correctly. This Zaslav nigga, right? He posted a plan for, and he said his main plan is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. They want to take it back to basics. They want to restart the DCEU like Marvel did, which is good. I
We just
agree with
did
that.
Wonder Woman though. We just did that.
No. They just did Wonder Woman, Superman, Batman, Justice League. They did all that. What I'm saying is he wants to scrap all that and he wants to do it from the beginning and have an architect like Kevin Feige build it from the ground up like they did Marvel. So the reason,
I mean, it's not a bad idea. It's just like I
no, no, it's definitely not a bad. It's a great idea actually,
yeah,
but
yeah, it's a great idea. It's what they needed, but
think about what I said before about how they split up Discovery and HBO and DC based off of male and female.
mhm.
This guy is highly sexist. And this is a known
Oh, you
thing.
don't
This
say.
is a known thing. So
You don't say.
what I've been trying to get at this whole time is he scrapped Batgirl because to
Women can't be the
build
lead.
a new, not even just that woman, yeah, that obviously, but deeper than that, Batgirl was going to build a new DC. The reason I say that is because there was going to be a Batgirl movie, there was a Supergirl TV show. They're going to tie them in together, and in the Flash movie that is yet to come out, Ben Affleck's Batman was going to die, and there was going to be a new Batman to claim Batman was going to be in the Batgirl movie. This Batman is an older Batman. It's literally Michael Keaton's Batman from the 80s. Have you seen the Michael Keaton Batman movies?
Mhm.
Yeah, so the new Batman was going to be Michael Keaton, this old ass nigga. So he wasn't going to be the Batman on the streets. He wasn't going to be like the main Batman. He was going to be like a mentor role. He was going to be instructing people. So Batgirl was going to be the main girl, was going to be the main super person. So niggas were thinking of recreating the DCEU with Batgirl and Superwoman instead of Batman and Superman. So this nigga said, women? Nah.
He said, "In my production studio,
Nah.
it's
So
less likely than you think."
it's definitely less like it's a lot less likely than you think.
In
So
fact,
he scrapped this entire Batwoman movie. So it tested badly. This Batwoman movie tested the exact same as the Black Adam movie that's coming out with Dwayne The Rock Johnson, one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and it's still coming out. So the fact that they tested the exact same and one got scrapped, that lets he said it didn't fit with the flow of where they're going with the DCEU. So that just lets you know, just because it was a female led movie, that's why he scrapped it. Literally.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just opened that group chat and I see you say, "I absolutely do not mean." You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Because none. Niggas
They
say,
say,
you
I
know,
mean, no, I do
no,
not mean.
absolutely do not mean. Under
I
no
100%
circumstances do I
could
mean.
never mean.
Mm-mm.
Oh man. Oh man, that's hilarious. But yeah, so yeah, no. So what you're saying makes a lot more sense, right? Because it puts a lot of this into perspective where you're just like, oh, okay, these decisions are making a little more sense to me,
They
knowing what
have
I
purpose
know.
behind them.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
like I hate the purpose. That's usually how this goes. But yeah, no, okay, that makes a lot more sense. That makes a lot more sense. What else do we have to get? Well, where do you want to fit Jeanette McCurdy's book in here? Because we can easily just the last three things on our entertainment all tie in together. So do you want to do this first and then transition to that, or
Uh, let's do McCurdy first, and then we can go into entertainment because let's get America's favorite foot fetishist out of the way. Actually,
okay?
you know what? Dan Schneider isn't even America's favorite foot. It's Quentin Tarantino. He's the favorite, but Quentin Tarantino isn't a predator, quote unquote. Hopefully,
I was about to say,
like Dan Schneider is.
I mean, that's not his worst, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean Quentin Tarantino be putting foot on the screen, but we don't know if he be
I
like.
wasn't even talking about the feet thing. He's got other stuff, but like he almost killed Uma
Oh, I
Thurman in
did
that
not
movie.
know that.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
read the story about how he almost got her whacked or almost got her
I
done up,
wait.
among
I
other
so
stories.
like I've heard shit about like him and Uma Thurman, like fucking Shelley Duvall and what's the director of Shining? How do I not know his name? He's
Yeah, you
Stanley
should
Kubrick.
know. I'm about to say you
Stanley
should
Kubrick.
know of all people.
No. Stanley Kubrick definitely abused Shelley Duvall on stage to the point where she was losing hair.
Oh
Um,
yeah, 100%.
Quentin Tarantino.
It wasn't necessarily that. It was just a couple scenes. Like there was one scene where there was a car scene, and like the car was like known to be like a jalopy. And long story short, he put her in the car anyway. The car crashed. She almost died as a result of it. And it was just like, oh
Uh,
damn. Well, you know how that go. I ain't gonna hold you. Shelley Duvall looks kind of wild. She's got a very distinct face.
yeah.
Anyway, I just I didn't want to talk down to her. Shout out to Shelley Duvall. I don't think I'd ever seen her face like that before. Again, I watched The Shining maybe one time in my life, and that was probably in like 2001, maybe when I was like 8. So
Crazy. You
it's
got to
probably
go back
old.
and rewatch classic movies, man. You got to get back
I'm gonna
to it.
start with Casablanca.
No, no, that's not what I meant
Why
by
you say
classic
that?
movies.
Why you say
It's not.
that?
Who the fuck cares about classic blah
Oh,
blah blah?
don't do that. Don't do. You gonna make the
I'm gonna
movie
do that.
niggas
Yeah,
mad. You
yeah,
gonna make
y'all
the
be
movie
mad.
niggas
Y'all be mad.
mad.
Y'all be,
Bro, I'm telling you, don't do that.
every watching has been made better. I'm doing it.
That what else? Citizen Kane. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
I can't talk shit about Citizen Kane.
You tell them old niggas them that Citizen Kane and Casablanca and all them shits is whack. You tell them that, bro. They'll get you. They'll get you out of here.
I can't talk shit about Citizen Kane. Y'all got that. But Casablanca.
He said the cast went to Blanca.
Yeah, I don't give a
Yeah,
shit.
nah. It's a lot of them old joints that I should go back and watch. You know what actually movie I saw? It was a Western, and I don't like Westerns at all. But it was it's probably on one of these lists. Hold on, give me a second. It was like Once Upon a Time or some shit like that. I don't remember the full
Once
name.
Upon a Time in Hollywood, the Quentin Tarantino movie with Leonardo DiCaprio.
No, nigga. This movie is from like the 70s or the 60s.
Ew, gross. Fuck.
I literally watched it once because what was that channel that used to show the westerns? It was like a channel that showed
TMC, Turner
TMC,
Classic.
Turner Movies Class,
Turner.
TCM, Turner Classic Movies. One of the two. It's one of
Yeah,
those.
hated that
I
channel.
remember watching.
I
I
hated that
did
channel,
too.
bro, because I didn't
Look,
like
the only
none of
thing
the
that was
movies, bro.
Nigga just, let me guess, Gunsmoke again, huh?
What is this, Clint Eastwood, huh? What he doing? He fighting Indians again?
Oh, brother. Oh, the Marble Man again, huh? Oh, brother.
Yo,
Hey,
I hate the fact that
nice.
that's even a channel. Who wants to see this shit, bro? Why is this even a channel, bro?
Bro, when I tell you Gunsmoke was on that bitch, 19 out. Gunsmoke was the
Yeah.
ridiculousness of
Gunsmoke
Turner
is,
Classic
you
Music.
said ridiculous.
That's what it was for that channel.
It's the
Yeah, nah, that's fact. No, that's hardball. That's hardball for
hardball.
BET.
What are we arguing hardball versus Baby Boy? Because
No,
I've definitely seen Baby Boy
Baby Boy
more
wins.
than.
No, Baby Boy wins. I'm just talking about like the movie you know that they gonna show
Oh
you.
yeah.
Where you just like at any given moment, if I turn to BET and they playing a movie, it's either hardball, Baby Boy, or I can't even think of another one.
Or The Game, not even a movie, a TV show.
Or the game, yeah. Or the game. That's hilarious. Oh, here it is.
Hold on.
Once Upon
I
a
gotta
Time
go
in the
take a piss real
West.
quick.
That's what it was.
Oh, I gotta take a piss real quick.
Y'all won.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. The villains win. The villains of our bladders.
The villains of our bladder. The real villains are the bladders we met along the way. But look, what can I talk about while he gone? Let me think. Well, he gonna get into Asian horror. Let me talk about Hunter, right? It's not Hunter X Hunter. I did learn that. But it's Hunter. I'm enjoying it, man. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. It's a lot of one is made by the same guy who made Yu Yu Hakusho, which is one of my favorite animes. So it was kind of like an easy choice for me. Like, all right, well, you know what you're doing, dog. I trust you. And I've enjoyed it so far. I would say like there hasn't really been anything where I felt like, all right, enough. Like I didn't want to see it. Like because as much as I love Dragon Ball Z, every single arc has like a good 10 episodes in Dragon Ball Z that just need this get it out of here. Like think of the Namek saga and how long like even before Frieza was charging that one blast and then you know what I mean that takes 16 episodes even before that there were still like a good 12 episodes here and there that you could have just picked out like bro we didn't need this. We never needed this. And then you get to the Android saga, the same thing. You get to the Cell saga, pretty much the same thing. I mean, Cell just gave him a week, just off the strength. Like, nah, hold on, our writers need more time. Our storyboard guys need more time to get some drawings together. So you got a week before we scrap. And I mean, for those who watch Naruto, you know the filler and that shit is egregious. So I don't mind Hunter x Hunter. I think they had, if I'm not mistaken, I'm like 80 episodes in. I'm like the King and the Chimera Ants. I'm near there, but I think there were only 2 episodes that were true, like fully filler. Like, and it was because Gon was writing the message to his mom. So I appreciate that it's not that damn much filler, or not really any filler at all. Because I think a lot of times it's just like that flow. I just can't stand it. I just cannot stand it. And yeah, man, I'm enjoying it. It's got me back into anime for sure.
I'm back. What did I miss? You
I was
talking
just
about
talking
anime?
I was talking about Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, let's go. Yeah.
But yeah, I just mentioned how, like, when we talk about like filler, like I haven't like there were 2 episodes where Gon was writing a message to his mom that were like full filler. Like it was just him describing what had happened.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fully filler. But beyond that, and then I think there were maybe 1 or 2 episodes where like the first half of the episode was like a recap almost. But beyond that, like I'm 80 episodes in and there has been almost no filler. And so for me, I'm just like, bro, I appreciate this because there's a lot of other animes you watch that cannot say the same. It's a lot of other animes where you can skip 3 or 4 whole episodes and miss nothing. Like that's unacceptable, dog.
One of the main fucking victims of that is Naruto.
Yeah, I
Which
just
was one of
mentioned
the
that. I just
okay.
mentioned that too.
That was one of the first animes that like I watched like in college. I was watching 4th grade Ninja War, but the shit was just so slow that I just said, fuck it, I'd rather just read it. And Naruto's fucking filler is actually how I got into reading manga to this day. And now I just read shit rather than watch it.
So wait, what do you mean? Is how you got into it? Like you just couldn't take it no more? So
Yeah, no, the filler was so bad. I just couldn't take it no more. I started reading the manga, and I just kept reading the manga and didn't even finish watching the anime.
Nigga woke up and said, "No, bro, no more, none. I had enough, yo. You keep doing this shit, man."
Yeah, it was so bad, bro. It was so the Naruto. Listen,
And their filler starts early. I think that's the nastiest part. Like
nigga. Their filler starts like in the first couple episodes
that's
because
what
they
that's
fill
what
you
I
in.
mean.
Naruto Shippuden fills you in on Naruto, the previous series. So like Naruto has, I don't know how many episodes Naruto has, but Shippuden has like over 500 episodes, bro, and like maybe only 200 episodes to the fucking main
You
series.
know
What's
that's
going on,
that ratio. That ratio is despicable, yo. Absolutely despicable, son. Like,
nigga? The new series Boruto, Naruto's son. For spoilers for anybody that don't know, the anime has like almost 200 episodes, maybe past 200. I haven't looked in a minute, but the manga has like 70 chapters, if that.
good. No. But I was just going over the shit that's
It's
on my
just
watch list.
it's corporate greed. Oh, okay, yeah.
But yeah, you got to keep it going. Yeah, 100%. You got to like, it's like I got to draw the content out because I got to keep going. I got to keep it going. I could end this in 80 episodes, but the problem with 80 episodes is I don't get the full pay for that.
You don't even have
So
to end it. What you could do is you could just do seasonal releases like My Hero Academia. I've been watching My Hero Academia for years. We're on season 6 comes out in October. The manga is still ongoing because instead of literally adapting the manga into anime as it's going on, we do one season, take a break, let the manga go ahead. Next season, take a break, let the manga go ahead. So I think
I see what you're saying.
seasonal anime is just the way to do it. Like following an
Oh, and
anime
that's what you
all
meant by the
throughout the
greed.
year. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is greed. Like One Piece is year round. Naruto slash Boruto is year round. So like One Piece, I think worse than Naruto. And the reason I say that is because Naruto will make whole entire filler episodes where like at least you're watching something. But what One Piece does, instead of making filler episodes, One Piece will just take like one chapter of manga and they'll like break it down and condense it. And what they'll do is, I don't know how to describe it properly, but they'll take like, say a nigga get into a fight, they'll show a nigga throw a punch 17 times, and then they'll show a nigga throw another punch like 14 times, and they just basically slow down the manga. So like instead of adapting one chapter per episode, which is what anime usually does, they'll adapt a half episode. I mean a half a chapter per episode. So like you'll see a nigga flying to screen, and then it'll like zoom in on niggas' faces like like 4 times while the niggas flying in the screen. That's what they do.
That's that's unbearable. I'm not gonna hold you.
It is. They just started doing that though. One Piece all the way up until Wano is not even just all the way up until Wano, perfectly watchable. But for some reason, I don't know what it is. Well, like I said, it's greed. I literally know what it is. One Piece all the way up until Wano was perfectly fine, but the manga is currently in Wano, and the anime caught up to Wano, and anime is trying their best to not infringe on the manga. So like, just make a seasonal anime, anything, just anything.
And I think even in those cases, right, where it's like, even if it's not seasonal, make it like an 8-month thing. Give these niggas the summer off. Like, give yourself some time
Something, right?
to add a buffer, so that way, like you said, you don't have to when you're doing it. You don't have to sit up here and then just, you know what, let's just we got to stretch this out, and we're even. So if we want to stretch it out or whatever it is, we're just gonna come up with 3. We got to find a way to stretch this one fight. That in the comics might be like
You gotta stretch this one fight for like
in the comics
exactly.
it's like 5 or 6 panels, and they're like, nah, you know what? On the show we got to make this one fight 4 episodes, and you're like,
This
dog,
is
put the difference
exactly
between 6
why.
panels in 4 episodes.
Hey, this is why I stopped watching the One Piece anime once I caught up to it, and I just read the manga. Now I only watch the anime whenever something truly insane happens with Piece anime, because they know what their fans want to see, so they'll pull out all the stops and have like movie quality animation whenever there's a crazy episode. And usually whenever there's a crazy episode, I'll post it on my story. Yeah, you've seen it. So like, so whenever something insane happens, they go all out. But other than that, it's just they just be doing
animated like Lupin the Third.
it's just I'm gonna see a bat flying for 13 seconds.
Right. But what else? Prey, you watched it. I haven't. I would love to see it. I'm hearing nothing but great reviews, both from like the reviewers and from people whose opinions I trust.
Yep.
So this is 100% on the watch list for sure.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Again, that's all I've heard. That is all I've heard. I haven't heard I've heard just silly idiots talking about, well, how could a girl? And I'm like, bro, do y'all remember Terminator, the old ones? Like, y'all know a waitress defeated Terminator at one point, right?
Well, she wasn't the main character, so it's not a woman, a female.
Bro, it don't matter. It do not matter. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the part that killed me, where it's just like, think about it. Think about think about Predator. Let's just stay on Predator for a second, right? In the first Predator, with all them big, muscly, strapping niggas, right? You know what got the job done? It wasn't none of the muscles, was it? It wasn't. It was cunning.
It was fucking cunning.
Deceit.
It was a nigga in mud.
Yes. Critical thinking. It was all of that stuff. So it's like, again, why
goes into, first off, I guess a lot of niggas don't understand Predator lore and how they work. Predators, their whole thing is to adapt and overcome and hunt. So when they came in the original Predator movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger in the 80s, he had a metal face cast and he had a plasma gun and all types of other shit. The reason he had that is because the Predator in this movie came to Earth before humans. What was he fighting? Dinosaurs, mammoths. What the fuck would else be fighting?
Yeah, he was just grabbing whoever
lizards.
was there.
He was grabbing who was there. So the Predator that came here had a bone helmet. Because that's stronger than what he was fighting. He had a bone helmet. He was fighting niggas with arrows. So I don't understand the people that have complaints.
People
about this movie about it's exactly. I do the same thing. It's just it just makes me so mad. It just
people do not take their critical thinking skills to the movie theater at all. It's the same reason when you get people who will miss the entire plot of a movie. They'll watch RoboCop and think the movie was cop propaganda. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's people just don't think. Like, a movie will be satirical and they'll miss the satire entirely. Like, it's just they're not thinking. They'll watch something like Gundam and be like, ooh, big robots kill each other. Love that. And the whole point of Gundam is anti-war, or about
literally that's what
it's about what war does.
Yeah.
To that, you know what I'm saying? Like, people will play Fallout, perfect example, and just fully miss the message entirely.
That literally, yeah,
literally. So it's just like people like it's escapism for some people. You know what I'm saying? And so when they see any ties to the real world, which is foolish because every movie, no matter how fanatical or fantastical it is, no matter how rooted in fantasy it is, there are ties to the real world. You can't erase that. Whether you go to Harry Potter, it don't matter how fantastical you want to get. You know what I'm saying? You can come up with anything. How to Train Your Dragon. Pick any movie that's just ridiculously not based on reality. Monsters Inc., right? I guarantee you there's plenty of real world ties and themes in it because there are real world people working on these movies. It's like if I created a robot with a conscience, there's going to be some overlap between me and my thoughts as a human and what the robot does. Like it's just so it's just like I don't understand how y'all are just missing the point of these movies because y'all not thinking.
They're not missing.
all.
They're just fucking.
Yeah, they don't see it at all. That's just not their.
Yeah.
That's
If
not.
it's not, no, I don't want it. I want Arnold Schwarzenegger sucking Predator dick.
To mention, if we think about what was the main character from Alien? What was her name? I cannot fucking remember.
Ripley.
Ridley. No, that was the director.
Ripley. Ridley Scott was the director.
The woman was Ripley.
Ripley, that was her name.
Right. Yeah, man. Now, in that movie, what was her role? Wasn't she just like a space driver or something? She was just a pilot.
She wasn't a space marine.
Yeah, she wasn't. The rest of these niggas was, and they ain't make it, right? Like, so it's just like, dog, I don't understand how y'all continuously have watched plenty of movies. Y'all grew up with these movies, in fact, right? And these are staples. These aren't like, these are just like cult classics that only a group of people liked and certain people only, bruh. Y'all are not getting it at all. None of you niggas are getting it. And it's on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like you said, it's not an accident. Y'all niggas absolutely are missing this on purpose because that's where your mind is at right now. In your head, it's not about the realism. It's about what I want in the movie, period. And that's why I don't take some people's opinions on media seriously because I know, like, you're not looking for the same things I'm looking for in the movie. Like, you're not paying attention to the same things I'm paying attention to. And the parallel I always see where I'm on the other side, right, is, for example, Beyonce's album, right? I love Beyonce's album, but I can also see someone's not taking any critique I have seriously because when I saw a bunch of tweets about the lyrics and about this and about these themes and how they connect to this and that, and I was like, damn, I ain't hear none of this shit. I just liked it. You know what I'm saying? I just turned this shit on and was bopping. The shit was cool to me. So I can see how a person in that scenario could see my criticism of it. And I'd be like, oh, I didn't like this part because that. And it's like, bro, you're not even paying attention when you listen to this. I'm good. You're just listening. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're still a fan. I'm cool, but you're just listening. And it's the same thing with the movies. Some of y'all aren't really paying attention. Y'all just watching. Y'all eyes are open, and y'all looking at a screen, and that's it. That is all that y'all are doing. Y'all not even intaking data.
The same shit went to movies for fucking. I just want to see building smash, big You're not looking for subtext. You're not looking for anything. Honestly, other than action and explosions.
Anything. Yeah. And then think about it. The problem is every time you do add some of that subtext or some of that little, wait, what did you mean? Anytime you add all of that, guess what? You get these idiots who are super vocal. They misinterpret it on purpose, might I add. You know what I mean? And then the people fail to realize, like, y'all are crazy if y'all don't think these studios are neutering themselves because they see some of the shit that's going on Twitter and how these people are responding to some of these scenes and some of these things. Like, we can all think that, like, these are monoliths and now they wouldn't succumb to the pressure of the people. Bro, stop it. Cut it out. Like, these are writers in a room, okay? Like, and if I'm a writer in a room and I'm be on Twitter and I see niggas on Twitter smashing a concept or a theory or something like that, I might think twice when I put it in my movie. Or I might not put it in my movie at all. Like, that's just natural. I'm not even, like, mad at the writers for doing it. It's just natural. But the problem is, if we no longer look at the why and y'all are just like, oh, they hated that, let's just not do it, then where does that leave you? Right? Because I remember somebody was talking about Superman, and they were saying how they couldn't get a Superman movie right. And I was like, well, part of the issue is because if you gave Superman the personality he's supposed to have, people would call it woke. They'd call him a social justice warrior, which is hilarious because that's literally what he was doing. But yeah,
Superman is literally the best hero there is.
He is a social justice warrior. He, like, no bullshit. Like, he's literally a social justice warrior.
All the fuck shit that is going on right now, all the bullshit, he would literally help refugees. The shit that you guys are against.
Yeah, like, his job is to be that. So that's part of. But again, that's what I go back to when we say like, oh, Superman doesn't work. No, it works. The problem is you're too focused on the people who it'll never work for, right? Like there's people who are like there's no change you can make to Superman unless you just do the Injustice Superman. That's the only one that they would accept because that's what they want to see. They just want to see the violence. They want to see that. But then even that, people complain about that too. Well, he's supposed to be the greatest hero, and you guys just thought. So you can't win. Just write the good film that you want to write. That's all I ask. Write the one that you want to write. Now I know obviously it ain't that simple. Sometimes your boss again, and that's the problem. Imagine you a writer and you see the critiques and you're like, you know what? I ain't going for that shit. I'm gonna do what I want. And then your boss is like, nah, we seen it. We feel like you should take some of them scenes out and They said, or rewrite that scene and because like why he talking like that? Talking about he saved the marginalized and you know how they gonna feel about that. I'm like, dog, that's his personality. That's him. What, bro? What? That's like y'all niggas asking me to rewrite anybody. Like I'm not gonna rewrite Jason and make him quirky, like because they just, bro, this nigga don't never say nothing. He just be washing niggas, bro. I hate that. Then you go, can you imagine like Jason talking like a Marvel character? He fold the bed up. Wow, that was easier than I thought. He said, okay, so I'm that strong now.
No, that first one. Oh, he just snapped like that.
Oh. Yeah, word. Niggas move. Oh. Okay, I can teleport now. That's new.
Nah, that shit. Nah, this shit is anger inducing.
Yeah, that would drive me insane, bro. I would be forced to commit crimes against 21st Century Fox, and y'all might not even own the property. It ain't even y'all that made the movie. I just would have to do it to y'all. Sorry.
Somebody got to get it.
Yeah, and it's you. It's for what y'all did to Fantastic Four. What else? So I have the Sandman on my watch list as well. I've been hearing some rumblings.
That's on my watch list too. Yeah,
let's see what's up with it. I got the Gray Man, that movie with white guy. What's the white guy's name?
The sexiest nigga on earth, Ryan Gosling.
Yeah, allegedly Ryan Gosling. There we go. Ryan Gosling. So I got that. I've been hearing good reviews about that as well. So I gotta watch that. I'm not a huge movie guy, but I'll definitely try that out. And that's about it for my watch list. You can talk about Asian horror, and then we can hit up the I'm Glad My Mama Died, and then that'll be it.
Yeah. First, I'm gonna say I also got Sandman on my watch list, so I'm gonna watch that at some point. But so, like Kyle said, I have Asian horror on the plate. The reason I had that on the plate was because Asian horror is 7 times better than whatever the fuck is going on with American horror.
Mm-hmm.
The reason I said that is because I don't know. Obviously, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna say I don't know because I know you obviously have not seen anything that I'm about to talk about now. But
I haven't, but I have some ideas or thoughts as to why Asian horror is probably better than American horror, and you can tell me if it's right.
Okay, let's get into it. All right, so it's called Incantation, and that movie was great. I loved it. I watched another movie a couple months ago called The Medium, which was great, and I loved it. I watched another movie maybe last year. It was so long ago. Called Noi the Curse, which I loved. And then I've watched another movie called The Wailing, which a lot of people of it. Kyle, you can go look up.
Like
Kyle, just go look up.
Spelled like
no,
look whale.
No, like
WAI.
No, WHAL. The Wailing. Like, think about a nigga wailing in sorrow.
Okay,
Like,
there is a movie called The Wailing. It's a South Korean horror movie, but hold on.
yeah, that's it. That's it.
Oh, so that's WAILNG.
Oh,
That's
that
like
sounds good.
wailing, like the cry. Yeah, not
Oh,
like
okay, yes.
wailing. Like that's why I thought like it was like wailing. Like yeah. Anyway, go ahead.
Like, yeah, like what I was looking into. I'm I've been watching a lot of Asian horror, and I am in love with it because American horror is ass. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
You watch every horror movie that exists. If anybody is allowed to say that shit, it'd have to be you, wouldn't it?
you're right. But I'm in America, so I don't know if they will come. American horror movies are ass. The reason that I love Asian horror, and this isn't even specific to Asian horror, but it just seems like Asian horror does this correctly because Americans can do this, but they just don't. What I really love about Asian horror is the fact that you know how Americans and like I don't know, fucking what is it called? Poltergeist
Mm-hmm.
or not even just, you know how a demon is usually the problem, right?
Yeah.
In Asian horror, a demon isn't the problem. What the problem is an an old god, an elder god. It's some elder being that used to be worshipped by a person or people, but they're no longer being worshipped, so they're mad. They're pissed off.
Mm-hmm.
And that to me interesting than just, oh, I'm I'm in a church and a demon is trying to abscond with me, or oh,
Yeah.
a demon is trying to haunt me. What's more interesting to me is there is a god, a pagan god, a Buddhist god, any type of deity that is haunting these people as opposed to fucking Christianity where it is like, I don't know, a demon is charming you or a demon is harming you. But no, what I really love about Asian horror is the fact that they have gods that can really affect them. Like if you think about Christianity, there's, what do you have? Demons, right? Somebody might get possessed by a demon or something. But these Japanese horror movies, there's literally a different reason for each movie as opposed to like a movie like where a Christian I can't even think of a movie specifically. What was that
Like you
movie?
said, there's more thought put into the backstory of these Japanese movies. It's story based. It's still storytelling ultimately, and I think that was gonna be my first thing. Like that's the
Yeah,
lost part of not even just American horror, American movies. Period. Right? Like it's just like, dog. Did you forget you're telling us a story? Like, did you forget we're supposed to know something at the end of this? Right? Like it's not just an excuse for you to get some horrific shit off, which is unfortunately all of the American movies are nowadays. It's just like, all right, let's just get our
literally,
stuff off.
yeah.
Let's just get our shit off. And it's just like, dog, like realistically, these movies need a story, and the story has to be cohesive. It can't just be like, oh, she goes to a church and there's a demon that follows her, and the demon follows her because well, why does it follow her? Fuck, we gotta come up with something. There's a car crash and you killed someone 10 years ago and the demon's haunting you. Okay. Whew. All right, we're good to
Literally,
go. Like, and then like that's it, and that's literally how these niggas will
yeah.
treat it. I'm just like, bro, like, come on, you could have went with anything. But like you said, and the Japanese folks will literally just be like, oh, like I'm being haunted. Why am I? So your ancestors 240 years ago,
That's
and you're just like,
that's it.
wait.
You know, you have it 1000%. What really get niggas will say, "Oh, this, well, this is even my god. This is a fucking pagan god that existed 700 years ago." And then, you know what? This is actually no. Go on what we were going to. Jesus, I can't fucking talk. Go
So
on with what you were about to say because I have something more to say.
so basically that's part of it, right? Like I think
Yeah,
storytelling is a huge aspect of it because I think like a lot of these other niggas they're just
yeah,
putting some shit out. They're just like, look, bro, you came here to get scared and to like see some horrific shit, and like that's what we're promising you, okay? And we're gonna deliver on that. And I
yeah,
think it's like story. Like they're just like, nah, we're not even gonna bother with the story. Like, so that's part of it. I think that's one of the bigger issues because a lot of them, even Japanese, Korean, whoever make it, nigga, I ain't gonna hold you. Whoever is making them over there, any of the Asian countries that make a lot of these horror movies, they're taking their old Asian mythology, they're taking Asian folklore, and I think that's where we lose
mhm,
too because we don't take none of mythology, we don't use any of the folklore, and when we do, it's so ham-fisted because again, we're trying to make it appeal to an American audience as opposed to just putting that shit out there. Just put it out there, bro. People like what they're told to like. And I think that's the part where people go wrong. They think the people will tell you what they like. No, they won't. The people will like what you tell them to like. We've seen it happen. I mean, both things are
literally.
true, right? Both things are true. But at the same time, it's like you can inform what people like. And when you're a studio that makes major movies, right? Like you literally can inform what people like. Perfect example is the Avengers. They informed what people like. Now, when they don't get the Marvel talk in some of these movies, it was just something missing, right? Like it was just it just wasn't as cheery or wasn't as happy or fun as I thought it should be. And it's like, dog, we're talking about a movie where we're fighting for our planet's existence. Why should this be so happy, cheery, fun, and quirky? And you get what I mean? But like people expect that because you gave it to them, and now that so the story is one thing. Two, the other thing is the source material. I think the Asian source material comes from older tales, like mythological tales. And I first off, listen, Asian folks read. Like that's the number one thing here. Asian people read. They actually read. It's amazing, I know. But in Asian countries, people read, guys. And so they're familiar with these stories. So it's not really that hard to get to sell them on some of the backstories of like, oh yeah, oh yeah, uh-huh. Yeah, oh, okay, oh yeah. And it's like a demon that haunts people who no, I got it.
Mm.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that. But meanwhile, here it's like in cases like they'll dumb it down. Like they'll take a piece of Asian folklore and they'll dumb it down and try to Americanize and bastardize it so much to like, all right, there's no way they missed this. And it's just like, dog, some themes they're just humanity. And mythology and folklore is one of those. Look at every religion. 80% of it's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at a lot of mythology and folklore. Everybody has a god for the sun. Everyone's got somebody for the water. Everyone's got somebody for the underworld. You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's so many common links that we have between cultures that it almost baffles me when people will decide to pick something that's not a common link, do it in the worst way possible, and then just be like, well, here's my thing. Hope y'all like it. Hello?
No, I'm here. I'm just listening because
So
you're right.
so yeah, so I think storytelling and I think the source material, I think those are the two biggest ones. I can't even really think of another reason besides, just money. Like if you're just hungry for money and certain shit is guaranteed to work, then yeah, okay, cool. You just go for that. You go for the gory stuff because you know how to sell. You go for certain tropes because you know people want to see those quote unquote in a movie. I think it's no one's people are afraid to be bold, right? They're afraid to tell a new story. So they gravitate to stories that have been told already with a slight twist. All right, let's put a family in a house on vacation and something bad happens. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like we have 90 horror movies about that. And
So,
none of them are
all right,
particularly innovative except for like a couple of them.
all right. So let me get back to what this original point was about. The reason the reason I put this point here was because obviously I think well, not even just Japanese, Asian. because I've seen a lot of Korean horror films, but they're obviously better than American horror films. And have you seen a film as good as The Sadness, horror wise?
I have to look up what the sadness is. Let's see, the sadness Taiwanese body
It's
horror
pretty bad.
film.
It's
Let me see.
yeah, it's pretty bad.
Taiwanese couple attempt to reunite amidst a viral pandemic that turns people into homicidal maniacs. Yeah, okay.
It,
Now, granted, now you're saying it's bad, like in terms of the
it's
actual movie,
no. I'm saying this is like the
like
most
gory.
yeah. This is the most gory movie you've ever seen in your entire life.
Okay,
This shit is
okay,
bad.
yeah. But is it a good movie beyond that?
Yeah, I liked it.
I'm looking at this plot.
The plot isn't gonna do it for you. I'm not gonna hold
Yeah, I'm
you. The
not gonna hold you.
plot
This
is not
plot.
gonna do
This
it.
plot looks like
It's not gonna do
Resident
it,
Evil
bro.
if they made it worse.
Yeah.
Like
No,
this
it's
shit sounds
hilarious.
like
Resident
Resident
Evil did
Evil
it
Free
worse.
Edition.
Nah, that no. Mm-mm.
So all you need is Wesker in here.
Hold on, let me. I'm gonna send you something.
What was the other? There was another horror movie someone asked me about, and they said it came out this year. It was very recent. Yeah, it came out like weeks ago when they asked me about it. Hold on, I'll look. I'll look. I'll see what it is
Weeks ago.
because I get that. I think you've seen it. I just gotta go look and see what it is. Resurrection. It's not a horror movie. It's a psychological thriller. Sorry.
Resurrection.
It's
Send
showing
it to me.
on. Hold on. I'll send you a picture of the like what the joint look like. Okay, sorry. I typed in resurrection, went to Google image search, and I just got a bunch of pictures of Jesus. Forgot that whole thing happened. My bad. um, Okay, so here we go. Save image. Actually, I don't have to save. I can just copy it, right? Yeah, that's the poster. Let's see.
You didn't send that to me. You sent it to
It's in the
the.
Discord.
Uh,
That and that's the woman, the main character. But anyway, this came out this year, not that long ago actually. This came out, when did this drop? This dropped in July 29th. So yeah, literally like 2 weeks ago. And I heard this is pretty good. Haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was pretty good.
the resurrection.
Yeah, Resurrection is what it's called. Yeah. Psychological thriller is what it.
Yeah, I
I don't
haven't
know
heard
if
of this yet.
um yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. Another good movie
Wait, you
again.
saw it? This is the
No,
movie
no,
that's
sorry,
out.
not pretty good, but like I've been told it's pretty good by people whose opinions
Oh,
I
okay.
respect.
I thought this shit was out.
It is out. It is out. It came out 2 weeks ago.
What?
It's not like I don't think it's in theaters out. It's just out. Like I don't know where they're
But
showing it.
not on
That's the thing I'm
HBO
confused
because
about.
obviously HBO people are fucking up HBO.
Yeah, no, I'm looking. It's on Amazon Prime, YouTube, Vudu, Google Play, like a bunch of shit that it's not actually. Yeah, so it's hard to get this apparently.
I
Um,
I said that I didn't think it would actually
it's
decide to
limited
make
release.
me angry.
Yeah, it's limited. Nigga, you can go find a stream for this online, bro. Like
No,
this.
I'm just saying. But HBO usually has movies, but now they stopped it, and now I'm mad about that.
Oh no, you did that. I didn't do that shit to you.
That was me. What?
You?
We just had a whole stream about Zaslav.
I never heard of such a man.
The literally, you haven't heard of fucking DC niggas, obviously.
Ain't you from DC? T.
Not the same thing.
But yeah, so that joint came out. But yeah, no, I mean, I agree. I agree that a lot of and I wouldn't even limit it to just Asian horror. I would imagine a lot of European horrors or whatever it may be might be better just because that market's a little different. They're not in Hollywood, like, and I think people fail to realize like there's a difference between selling to your country's equivalent of Hollywood and selling to Hollywood. Like they may be trying to copy Hollywood or this or that, but like Hollywood is unique in its own level of like corniness, like in terms of like what they're gonna allow, what they're gonna greenlight, what they're gonna put their money behind. And I don't think other countries like main movie markets compare to how shitty Hollywood can be. And I'm sure they're bad. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure they're bad no matter where you go. Because I mean, we're talking big business. We're talking movies, and movies are a form of media. Media is a form of propaganda for some folks. So yeah, I listen. I know it's bad. I know it's bad. But yeah, man. So yeah, Asian horror is better than American horror. I would go so far as to probably say Asian movies are better than American movies. Go ahead, sue me.
Facts.
Sue
Yeah,
me.
no,
Sue me.
they can't. Yeah, it's not you there.
But we on our last topic of the day, baby. How far along are we in this? I gotta imagine.
We're mad deep. I don't even know if we're on a topic. I think we're pretty much done.
We probably are. We probably are. I want to say. I know. I think it's been at least 2 hours. I'm not gonna hold you. Let me see where we're at in time.
Nigga, at
We are. We
least
started
nigga,
at
we're definitely
5:13. We are 2 hours and about 30, almost 240 into this. Well, we're more than 240 into this. We can save Jeanette McCurdy for another day. Do you want to?
Yeah,
Or do you want to get?
because
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
yeah. Let's
Yeah.
save that because I definitely want to talk about that.
Yeah. No, we definitely want to talk
I
about that.
know,
But not
I
right now.
know what she been on. I know what she been on for sure.
Yeah. I'm with it though. I'm with it. I'm with all of that smoke that she talking about. But yeah, man. So it's been another episode, baby. Episode 61. Thank y'all for coming through yet again. Um, we are out of here. Any
Great
lasting
episode.
thoughts?
No, just a great episode. That's all I got.
Yeah, fantastic episode. Got to talk about Asian horror and hoes at Trader Joe's. Amazing. The duality of man.